Hey, shout out to my brother Spitta, man. Thank you for choosing the Fairweather Podcast. Your boy 2K Suave. I am joined with my dog. I don't even know what to call him today, man. He got this fit on right now. He looked like he looked like what's his name on don't drink a what was it? Don't drink a whatever in South Central while sipping your gin and juice or shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? That movie. What? How do you? What's that full movie title, Rod?
Don't be a menace in South Central while sipping on your gin and juice.
Nope. Don't be a menace to South Central
Central.
while drinking your juice in the hood. I
Juice
want
and
to give a huge shout out to Google because all I did was type "Don't be" and the title just came up. That is a hood classic. Are we safe to say that's a hood classic? Right? All right, cool. But anyway, he dressed like Smokey or some shit from from Don't Be a Menace because what is this get up? What you got going on? You got like a ninja tie on and
man, I had court, bro. Just let me be.
oh yeah, court again.
I thought I must have got the conversation mixed up. I had a lot of shit going on today, and I thought we were supposed to wear white shirt, tie. This is the best I could come up with, and
Man,
apparently I didn't do my
he
homework.
thought we was doing a fantasy football draft today. My
Nah,
man,
too
my
early.
man had his notepad, dry erase board,
Too early. Too early, man.
all
I am
that shit ready
stressed.
to
I
go.
am stressed with work right now. So work has
Hey,
been
hey,
kicking me between the legs lately. So
pause. Anyway, I just
big.
wanted I just wanted to really quickly, if you watching the podcast today, uh, LeBron James, the MVP of the United States of America men's basketball team Olympics, got the crown. I just wanted to say that, man. Macaroni. I just wanted to say that, man. Look, today we got our NFC. First of all, welcome to season 6. It is. It's six, bro. It's crazy that this is already season 6. Like, feels like I was sitting on A Rod's couch like 2 days ago, and we were like, "Yo, so we
Not
about to do
casting
this
couch.
shit."
Not casting couch. Relax. Relax. Relax.
Not
Relax.
the casting couch, but it was on the couch. Like, "Yo, how we gonna do this?" And then, boom, we've done a lot of adaptations and relaxations and vibrations and all that shit. Season 6.
Pause.
Um, yeah, I know. Pause. But season 6, I figure, you know what? We need to like dive into something a little bit more. Pause, and have like a niche, something that y'all can kind of count on us for, because we got experts on the show. You know what I'm saying? We got A Rod, the self-proclaimed fantasy football expert. We got Vic, who he be dropping them that parlay knowledge for you. We got Sammy, who runs 10Ks and shit. So I mean, he could give you some insight on how you want to run faster, and he may offer you some betting shit as well. And then you got me. I'm like, I just know everything. You know what I'm saying? I know everything. I'm unbiased. You know what I'm saying? And I just I just keep it 100. Hey, I just keep it 100. Damn, I was about to be like Skip Bayless. Put those glasses back on. You put your glasses on, Shannon.
Skip.
So
Skip. Tell you right now, Skip.
hey, Skip. Hey, no, but what we gonna do? We gonna make sure fantasy baseball. I whooped A Rod's ass a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
It was
come on, man.
beautiful.
You can't bring it up
I'm
now.
just saying, I whooped his ass a couple weeks
How those
ago.
Phillies looking though? Then how those Phillies looking right now?
Hey, we winning 6-5 right now. We still number one in the National League.
But you got the best
Anyway,
baseball.
look, it don't matter, man. Y'all know what's gonna happen to y'all. But anyway, I whooped A Rod's ass in fantasy baseball a couple weeks ago. So if y'all need fantasy baseball, you got it. Fantasy football, we maybe A Rod still got it, but we gonna see it. Fantasy basketball, we got it. Your pick'ems, we got it. Your what do they call that shit? The pool the disaster pool or some shit. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Where what's that shit called again?
Squares.
No, the pool shit where like you pick a winner every week, but you can't pick the
Oh,
same
yeah. I know you're talking about.
survival pool.
Yeah, survival.
Survival pool, we got it. What else we got? Oh, your parlay. I said that. Got it. FanDuel, DraftKings, we got it. We gonna make sure here in season 6, y'all is capitalizing as much as you possibly can on your money, getting your chicken and all that. So we gonna start today with some NFC, our season 6 with the NFC, because I want to give A Rod some time to let this news marinate with Hassan Reddick and Aaron
Don't,
Rodgers.
don't.
Don't worry, we're gonna give you time. So we're gonna let it marinate. And then the Patriot people, we want to make sure that they got time to see what they got going on. I'm already ready to go. I've been watching my beat writers pause. I've been looking at all the shit that they saying. We going to the Super Bowl. I said it right now. I'm saying it. We going. But anyway, before we get to the NFC, we do crazy, wacky, funny. I'm gonna just I'm gonna go first because it's not even crazy, wacky, funny. I'm about to just talk shit about France real quick. No offense to anybody who's French, identifies as French, lives in France or Montreal or Haiti. No offense to Sac Passe, none of that. All right. I'm just saying, you know, in case y'all don't know by now, I have a player in the NBA who I just can't stand. And I've made this clear for years now. Hey, Rod, who is this person?
It rhymes with Schmoody Fulbert.
Mr. Rudy. Is his real name Rudy? Whatever his name is. I'm going to call him Rudolph. He don't even deserve to be called Rudy. Rudolph Gobert. Man, be talking all that shit. He gave everybody COVID in 2020. He has 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards.
He left the podium.
And
Yes.
and I'm not trying to pocket watch or nothing, but damn, that money could have gone to somebody with a lot more deserving than him. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that I made fun of him in Utah when him as a defensive player of the year couldn't guard nobody in the playoffs and they had to put him on the bench. I said, all right, whatever. Maybe it's a Utah thing. I made fun of him in Minnesota. Playoff time, he getting cooked by rookies, by veterans, undersized players. Don't matter. He getting cooked. I'm like, maybe it's in Minnesota. The game is wide open in the NBA, right? That's what they say. Whereas in FIBA basketball, this shit closed up a little bit, which is true. Slower pace, slower game, a lot more zone defenses. You can block shit off the rim. I mean, you 7'2", 7, whatever he is. You can block shit off the rim. You know what I'm saying? You could be valuable to an international game. His own country said, "Nah, bro, you ain't it." Imagine you're supposed to be a Hall of Famer one day, and your own country don't want to play you heavy minutes and don't want to play you in crucial moments, and they bench you, and they rather play a 19-year-old who has the same frame as you. That's what you gonna do. All I'm gonna say is y'all talk all that shit. France, parlez-vous français? Oui, croissant, French vanilla suit. Don't fucking matter. We beat you with the men's team. We let y'all feel comfortable with the women's shit. Beat y'all in that shit too. Bogdan Ivanovic in Serbia doing my Carmelo Anthony bullshit. You're like, how dare you? That's why you got your ass beat too. All I'm saying is
he was public enemy number 1 for me, but like Carmelo and him dapped up, and he's cool with everything. So like I'm
you know what I would say to that though? I fucked with it after the fact because we won. Now, if I'm LeBron, anybody who challenged me during this Olympic shit, yo, you need to come on the roster. I think Bogdanovich with LeBron, shit, they'd be crazy. And let's talk about Yabu Sele, bro, because I remember him in the NBA. I'm like, you don't think about like, oh, this man's not in the league no more because you forgot that. Like, if you told me Ben Simmons has been playing in Australia over the last 2 years, I'll believe you. I ain't seen him on the court. Yabu Sele, I'm like, oh, he used to be a nice player. The dude was dominant, bro. He had the crowd yelling MVP for him every time he touched the ball. He dunked on the king. I mean, he dunked on the king, man. I just erased that from my memory bank, act like I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? I sneezed. I didn't see the dunk, but allegedly he dunked on the king.
He dunked on the king. He dunked on the king, bro.
He dunked on the king. Shoot, cool. I wish. Give me a 40-year-old.
What's the famous saying? If you come at the king, you best not miss. He ain't miss.
No. That was a fact, though. Yabu Sele said, no. I ain't going to fuck around with this one. He took that shit personally. He put his country on his back. They gave him a little extra, like, go gadget up. And he dunked on the king. But all I say is that, y'all ain't winning with us. It don't matter, dog. And first, I'm sad that the Olympics is over. I wake up every morning now with no purpose. I wake up and go to work, and I'm like,
it does suck.
I go because when we was at work, we had the Olympics on everywhere. It was such a good environment. Like, oh shit, badminton, table tennis, racquetball. I mean, or handball. Oh, let's watch TNSA. It was a beautiful time. Now I wake up in the morning, man. Just going through the motion, brush the teeth. You know what I'm saying? Go feed the cats, and you just like it doesn't have the same oomph. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Team USA. Simone Biles, dog. Katie Ledecky is a dog. The whole basketball team, women and men. Shout out to
McLaughlin, the runner. She's a dog.
yeah, she's a dog. Shakari Richardson is a dog. Noah Lyles is still a scrub. I don't care what nobody tells me. Noah Lyles is a scrub. But we showed out, and Gabby Williams that played for France for the women's team. She needs to be in the WNBA right now. And I looked her up. She got drafted fourth when like 6 years ago. I don't know why she's not in the league, but she's probably making more money in like Europe because I think she plays for like Barcelona, Real Madrid, or some shit like that. Gabby Williams is a dog, so I'll give her credit. But shout out to Team USA. Shout out to Snoop Dogg for carrying the Olympics and then bringing that shit to LA with him. It's going to be a fun time in 4 years. And then breakdancing. Did you watch any breakdancing, A-Rod?
I did.
Yo, this Japanese dude could go.
Yeah, he could go. He definitely could go.
Motherfucker was
But
good.
the women, woof.
But the Australian chick?
Woof.
Woof. What sound does a kangaroo make? Woof.
Oi.
I'm gonna say woof. Wait, hey, Mike.
I can't.
Mike. Yo.
Oi, stage.
She single-handedly ruined the whole shit. They say, "No, we can't do this shit in LA. You get shot. You will get shot over doing dumb shit like that in LA. Not in Paris. You can't do that shit in LA." But yeah, those are my Olympic memories. My crazy, wacky Olympic memories. She stands at the top of the list of crazy and wacky. Anyway, the floor is yours. I know I was very long-winded. I just want to talk about the King real quick. That's all. And then I finally saw that video of MJ's son doing the little booger sugar. I'm like, bro, you got it.
Bumpman.
Beltman. Yeah, that's him. I'm like, golly. Meanwhile, Bronny brought a date and Bryce brought a date to the game. Zuri's on her best behavior, sitting with him. You see Kobe's daughter is there over there with Vanessa. And then you got Michael Jordan's son doing fucking cocaine. He doing cocaine on the airplane, drinking champagne with man. Like what did 2 Chainz say? I'm drunk and high, smoking high, or champagne on the airplane, whatever you said. But coupe de color of mayonnaise.
Gas. Life should be on Cinemax.
Hey. 2 Chainz is another you had to be there, by the way.
Yeah, he's still popping, but yeah, that time. For me, I got 2. One was the controversial slur said by Jaren Duran yesterday.
Are you all right? He's a Red Sox, so are you just saying that because he's a Red Sox or
No.
Okay.
I mean, never mind. I'm not gonna throw that out there. But
yeah,
it's a wrong thing to say. I will say that. Like it's a bad thing to say. But like in his defense, like he's close to the mic that they're recording anything and you can hear it. Like I'll be honest. Like I sometimes slip and say that when I'm upset about something and it's like in an enclosed area, but I don't use that word very like loosely or call people that and anything like that. Sammy might send me a text message later and say, "Okay, buddy," but anyways, like it's wrong. But now in one day, his jersey has been the most selling jersey in the MLB because of all the shit he's been getting. And he's been wearing armbands and T-shirts that says like "fuck them" or "fuck off" or something like that, and capitalizing off of that. Whatever, man. And then the other thing is Mr. Noah Lyles, man. Mr. Noah Lyles.
Champions of what? The NBA?
The United States?
United States?
Listen, I really have no beef with Noah Lyles. I think he's the fastest man, whatever. But like he doesn't have a good look for himself. And Sammy's a runner, so Sammy's gonna defend him. Like him and I were talking about this yesterday. But he was invited to Ant's party for Adidas for the A1, and
Speak on it.
he like dissed it and spoke out about it, saying that he deserves his own shoe. Okay, like now I'm looking at a business standpoint for me because I'm a sneaker person. I love shoes. Who's the fastest? When I say the fastest man alive, who would you think? Who would come to your mind first? Fastest man ever, I should say. Exactly.
Jamaica, Mr. Usain.
Okay.
Insane Bolt.
Usain Bolt never had his own shoe.
He
Never
had
had.
it for a little bit, but he had a shoe for a little bit. But
It was a track shoe. It was a track.
exactly. The
And he
only
had
people
that.
who got track shoes is him and I think Michael Johnson. I think that's it.
Noah has one too. Noah
Yeah,
has a Y3 Adidas track running shoe. Yeah. And Y3 is top tier brand for Adidas. That's like their specialty line. That's like their off-white or whatever. So
He has it on Adidas.
on Adidas, yeah.
And he
So-
dissed Anthony Edwards. I mean, mind you, this came out like in March, they said. But you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. So my gripe with it is like you are the face of Adidas running, like track and field. Like you're the face of it. But to give you your own shoe, I think it's asinine. However, they should give him a collaboration with one of their like premier running shoes that they have, like training shoes. Like if you gave him an Addy Bounce and say, hey, we're gonna give you an Addy Bounce and we're gonna tailor it to your likings and sell it, that's your test market. But to come out blatantly and say, I want my own shoe, homie, you in the wrong sport. And then on top of that,
I can't find this man's shoe.
and then on top of that, I'll send it to you later, bro. Don't get an aneurysm. So, and then on top of that, he gets, what was it, bronze in the 100 meter or 200 meter? 200. Yeah, and he says, oh, first off, he came out there like dancing, like all this hype as fuck. And then he loses and said, oh, I had COVID, I was sick. And then like, what, a couple hours later, he's in the club just,
Not even that. So he comes out of this shit being Noah Lyles, like, yeah, I'm him, blah, 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 right? Boom, whatever, cool. He runs this shit to the best of his ability and then falls to the ground. I'm dying. He gets a wheelchair pulled up for him, like Paul Pierce in the NBA Finals.
I think he took that shit.
He ain't got to take a shit. He was just embarrassed this time. Paul Pierce needed to drop a deuce. Noah, remember Lamar Jackson? He had a little squeeze my butt run because I got to take a shit. No. Noah Lyles, Noah Lyles is I'm sorry, man. He the corniest dude in sports. And I was listening to Gil's Arena. They talked about it a little bit on there too, right? And I didn't realize it. You saw every Olympic athlete visit each other's shit and watch. You saw LeBron and Devin Booker and all these people at the women's game. You saw a table tennis mixture. You saw everybody at the swimming go see Simone to go. Everybody. Name one person one event that you saw Noah Lyles at. The number one track star in the United States, quote unquote. I didn't see him at no events. None. And that's the problem. Like, bro, you dissing Anthony Edwards. Everybody knows Anthony Edwards is the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so egregious, and I wish Sammy and Vic were on today because I want to get
because Sammy would defend him to tooth and nail, man.
I want to get their Jason Tatum, mindset because everybody wants Jason Tatum to be like Anthony Edwards. That's why they don't call Jason Tatum the face of nothing. He could win 10 championships in a row. I'm telling you, it won't matter because he doesn't have the charisma of Anthony Edwards. So for Noah Lyles to be dissing Anthony Edwards, like, come on, man. Like, Michael Jordan got his shoe once they saw he could fly. LeBron got his shoe when he was 17, 18 years old. Like, come on, man. Like, you got to chill with that. So to me, in conclusion, I think I don't know. He talked after he won that 100 race. He talking about I got depression and I got dyslexia and I got asthma and all this shit and I still won, right? I was like, all right, that's dope. He loses. He gets third and now he's like, oh, I got COVID. Like, come on, man. I need a wheelchair. Meanwhile, you say you partying a couple. Come on, man. I ain't
Listen, I'm on the same page as you. Like, I respect his craft. I really do. I respect his craft, but I think he's corny as fuck. And that whole champion of the United States bullshit, it's coming back. It's coming back, man.
Are we world champs now? Are we
Shit,
world? Dog, it's crazy because like NBA players know, like they took offense to that as they should. You know what I mean? This is the best league in the world. Of course, we don't ever call ourselves world champs. We do you ever say we world champ? No, I have an NBA championship. I'm the Finals MVP. Not I am the champion of the world. Like you never hear nobody say that. But we know this is the best league in the world. So all your best players from Serbia, South Sudan, France, Australia, all your best players come here to play. So yeah, we world champs. Whether you want to hear it or not, we world champs. But long story short, Noah Lyles, good luck, man. If you're gonna be in LA in 4 years, cool. But I gotta go find somebody who's faster than you because, like, I gotta. My job is to be somebody's agent for within the next 4 years. So let's get that shit cracking.
The champions of what?
Yeah. So
the
what?
United States?
I mean, don't get. Oh, don't.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm so sorry. Sammy's gonna hate me for that, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, it is what it. Hey, it is what it is.
At the end of the day, fuck them. I don't care. Fuck them.
It is what it is. All right, man. Let's before we get to NFL, is there anything else that's at the top of mind? I looked at the little rankings in the MLB, to see where y'all lie. Y'all at 7150. You know what I'm saying? We slipping lately. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. We lost 12. We lost 12-4 to the fucking White Sox. So
I did see that. At least it wasn't their first. At least it wasn't the first win during the losing streak. That would have been. I mean, who was it against? Oakland. Cool. You expect that. If their first win after losing all those games in a row was against,
it was Grady Sizemore's first win as an MLB head coach, though.
Hey, they should have got rid of Buddy after he just won his first. They was like, all right, as soon as you win, cool.
No, but Grady Sizemore, they did. He won that game, beat the losing, and they fired him. Then they hired the interim head coach, which was Grady Sizemore.
They said, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, hey, thanks for that win, bro. 21. That was a lot. Yeah.
About damn time, fool. Get out of here. They at least gave Monty Williams at the end of the season with Detroit. They
21
said,
games of what?
Of what? The MLB? All right. Cool. Y'all doing well. We suck. We'll see how this shit goes at the end of the year. Just a quick reminder. I beat A-Rod's ass in fantasy baseball.
Oh my God, get over it. Get over it.
A couple weeks ago.
Get over it.
It was a good time, brother.
I'm fighting for my life over here.
It's a good time, brother. Oh man, I was very impressed with the showing that week. But anyway, mind you, guys, I beat his ass. I've had Julio playing 60 days.
Shut the fuck up. I have like 6 fucking first round picks that I had that I took over from last year that are all hurt. And no, it's not. You don't have Mookie Betts. You don't have Mike Trout. I had like 2 starting pitchers that were out that I'm just plugging and playing, and I'm still in the hunt. So congrats on your win. Congrats on your win. Paul Skeens, baby. Paul Skeens. All right.
Struggling a little bit lately. They after All-Star break, they say, all right, we can figure this motherfucker out. Real quick, A-Rod said that he's in the hunt. Parlay and Dodgers, that should say. Okay, 147, 191, and 42. 5th in your division out of 6. You know, I'm sitting at a healthy winning record, 52% winning percentage. That's all I'm gonna say. Playing against Brown this week. So
I'm in the hunt, bro. I'm in the hunt. Let me be. I don't care.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for this NFC?
Let's talk.
Preview show. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the NFC preview show. So years past, we used to do it division by division, but you know what, man? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's season 6. We got different things to pay attention to. We got a list of all the over-unders. So, like I said, we're gonna dabble into this sports betting shit. I'm telling you, we about to make y'all so like good at your shit. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna start with the NFC. We got the over-unders for win totals. But prior to that, I wanna go through, we got key additions, injuries, and then we go finish it off with a fantasy player from each of these NFC teams that you want to definitely have in your team. And we're gonna after we give you the over unders, obviously that's gonna lead to who our division winners are. We won't give you the full who we got in the Super Bowl and NFC Championship game just yet. That'll be saved for after we do the AFC and we do our fantasy shit. Then we gonna say that for a later date. We're just gonna break down the NFC and keep it a buck, keep it moving. So, A-Rod, where do you what side of the world do you want to start with the NFC? You want to do South, East, North, South,
Matter.
West?
You pick it. Let's
Nah,
go.
bro, you got it. You brought it. You got it. Come on, you just came from
Let's
court.
go north, south, east, west. Let's do that.
All right, NFC North. So we got the Green Bay Packers, we got the Minnesota Vikings, we got the Detroit Lions, and we got the Chicago Bears. So let's go ahead and wrap. Let's get to it real quick. All right, so let for starters, I know you like to be pulling up all your lists and shit. I just want to give a shout out to technology today because I was able to do a lot of research today in a very short amount of time. So I got all the teams' injuries pulled up already in order. I got the fucking the key season acquisitions. So I'm about to run this shit and let you just take it away. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. We're gonna start with the let's start with the Detroit Lions, right? Detroit being your team away from your team, obviously with Mr. Dan Campbell. So as far as transactions, what you got for key transactions for Detroit? Because I didn't really see anything too crazy with Detroit. Do you have any key transactions that Detroit made over the summer?
Um, nah, nothing that stood out to me. Who did they draft? I forgot who they drafted. Oh, the corner. They drafted that corner that kept slipping.
Let's look at these Detroit Lions draft. All right, so they finished last year with the number one seed in the NFC North, so we know that. They were up 20. They were up what 21-7 or something like that on San Francisco.
Something like that.
I was at the Orlando Magic game watching Kevin Durant. Meanwhile, I had the Lions game on the other TV. I'm like, they might pull this shit off. And then Dan Campbell had the Dan Campbell. So yeah, well, so they're coming off of a solid year last year. They drafted over the offseason. Oh yeah, Terry and Arnold. And it's Rakenstraw. Okay, cool. Outside of that, I don't know anybody else on this motherfucker. So yeah, they drafted they drafted Terry and Arnold. So they're coming off of a very successful year. The first first playoff victory in 30 years or shit like that. I mean, you got to give them credit for that. Right now, they as far as little injuries, I have we'll cross check each other. I got Jahmyr Gibbs, got a little hamstring thing he's coming back from. Terry Arnold, the man in question, somebody else who should be available for the regular season. Outside of that, as far as notable, they pretty Emmanuel Mosley. I didn't even know he was a Lion. He's a little banged up, nothing crazy, out indefinitely, but it doesn't seem like they're suffering anything too wild, right? So looking at Detroit, what do you predict for them as far as over under? Right now they are set, and then you got to give me your reasoning why and everything. So they're over under set at 10.5. Over being if you this is based off of I don't remember what DraftKings. This is probably FanDuel or DraftKings, whatever it is. I'll cite my sources later. They got them minus 135 over 10.5, plus 110 under 10.5. So we're working with 10.5 for the Detroit Lions. And JT Realmuto just double. Let's go. Talk about the Detroit Lions right now, real quick. What you got?
I like them. I like them to repeat winning the NFC North.
Well, we already know your division winner.
We go
first. You going over or under on that win total?
I'm going over. I'm going over on it. Dan's got them boys playing on another level. You know I'm a huge Dan Campbell fan, so
okay.
I like what Dan's doing. I like the belief that they have. I'm big into like paying attention to contracts that you give players. There's certain ones that everybody deserves a contract. I'm 100% believing that. But it's the ones that you pay that will still play for you. And I believe Amon-Ra St. Brown is like built like that. Like he's not like I just got a bag now I can
I
just
love
chill
that
out.
kid, man. I love that
Yeah, I
kid.
do. I do too. If receivers didn't make you like him or love him, like that's on you. But I think Amon Ra is cut from a different cloth. He knows like all 18 receivers that were taken ahead of him in the draft, and he
That
knows
was
them all
impressive.
in order.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to stomach, but also keep as motivation for yourself to play better. And I think dude is talented. He's definitely fit the mold of what Dan Campbell is looking for, and I like them to repeat.
So for each of these teams, I'm gonna give you like some kind of like question that
Yeah,
I think of kind of moving forward. So for Detroit, now the expectations are high, right? It's like I mean, for that fan base, they are hungry. They want this shit. Now they've gone from a team that was, oh, it's just Detroit on the schedule, to last season, game one of the year, they beat the Chiefs. Now it's like, oh shit, Detroit's on the schedule. So now they're the hunted. Do you think they're going to be able to withstand the fact that they're now the hunted and no longer the hunters?
yeah, absolutely. I think like I said, Dan Campbell's cut from a different cloth. The way he puts this roster together. When they got rid of pieces last year, that I was like, this doesn't make sense. This isn't Dan Campbell football. It still worked. It still
Yeah.
worked. And that team will run through a wall for Dan Campbell. There's
But
and
do you
he
think his coaching decision making? Because we saw what happened with the
I think
Chargers.
that
They
was
got
yes,
homeboy out of there because they realized,
yes,
man, this shit is not working, brother.
yes. I don't think that. I think that was a learning step for Dan because throughout the regular season, that's all they did the entire time was go on fourth, and they would do it. But in the playoffs,
Remember the Cowboys game?
yeah, yeah,
That was a foreshadow of all foreshadows.
correct. It was.
Reports himself as eligible, like all that shit, like all the mental mistakes you make in the regular season that you can't make in the playoffs. They did it again. So
I
how can I assume that it's just going to change when I've seen Brandon Staley with the Chargers finally get fired, but for years didn't matter.
because I don't think Dan Campbell's like people want to play for Dan Campbell. People don't want to play for Brandon Staley. I don't ever hear somebody saying, "Damn, I'd run through a wall for Brandon Staley." I can't think of one. Dan Campbell, I think it's just you're new to this. You've built this up. You've been building it up, and you're in the right spot now. And you've got the right guy. They have the right guy for it. Like, let's be honest. They needed to draft well, which is something historically after Calvin Johnson that hasn't really happened well for the Lions. And now they've been drafting well, getting the right picks, whether it's a safe pick of getting the offensive tackle in Panay Sewell or getting a compliment running back to
That's not
take
safe.
over.
That was a rock star pick because
It
he's amazing.
was, but people were like, "Oh, they're going to take this person, they're going to get that. This guy's on the board," but they didn't do that. They went and got the offensive tackle that fell to them, who should have went 2 picks before. But it is what it is, and I think it's a learning curve for Dan because I think he's still very, he's not seasoned yet as an NFL coach. This is what year 3 or 4 for him,
Mhm.
and if you have a coach that puts in the time and effort to make things better and the culture and the winning percentage and the drafting and the morale of everything, you keep that guy there. And Dan is doing a hell of a job of that. So I look for him to understand his mistakes, grow from them, and know, hey, play the safer option here. Kick the field goal, tie it, and then we'll go out in the trenches like we always do. You know?
Yeah, and speaking of like the players that they have, like you talk about paying attention to contracts. Penny Sewell got his bread. Amara got his bread. Jared Goff got his bread. I know how you feel about David Montgomery. He's still there and happy. Jameer Gibbs is learning to be that. It's more than a change of pace. You don't draft somebody like what was it, eighth overall or third, whatever it was, first round to just be a change of pace. But they know they're doing it. They knew how to like work to. Sam Laporta was an amazing draft pick. I decided to keep him in my now half PPR league, which I am happy that they became because it used to be standard, and now it's half PPR. So Sam Laporta about to eat on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And that was a 13th round pick. So let's get it. But yeah. Um, and I agree with you everything with Detroit. I just hope. See, like, you understand? Like when I was growing up, living in Detroit, I couldn't be a Lions fan. I couldn't stand that dumbass team, right? So I
Everybody sit
even
back
though
in chairs.
even though they're not my team. I always like to see him do well. Like, come on, like you don't want to see you don't want to see him just do bad. Like, I actually care about them doing well. So, I like Campbell. I just think he needs to mature a little bit, so he doesn't make that mistake anymore. But I agree. For Detroit, as far as like over under, I went. What did I say? I went over on them. Yeah, my prediction for them was 11-6 this year. So that over will get me on a -135. That's not bad odds. So yeah, I'm gonna go in that. I'm gonna hit that over too. Is there one who is it the same fantasy player? Amara. That's my target.
I mean, that's a tough one because you have to be a first round. It has to be in your first round bracket.
If
I
you
don't.
had to pick one player to win you a fantasy football player championship from the Detroit Lions, no matter where, if you're picking 1-1 or 1-12, you could be getting Jameer in the second. You can get Sam Laporte in the fourth.
No, I don't,
Who would
that's
you
not.
rather have on the Lions?
That's not how I'm doing this. The clear cut first round picks, like Amon-Ra St. Brown, you take them in the first. You take them in the first. If you are down there and you're going, you take Amon-Ra. My pick here is going to be David Montgomery still. David Montgomery will win you games. I'm sticking with David Montgomery. And
You
then the
big
high.
on him, pause. You big on him.
I am. I
And you
told
were
you.
right too. You were right.
I told you that the guy is a solid runner. He just had no help in Chicago, and now you've got a good line, and you've got a banged up Jahmyr Gibbs that is still kind of young. I mean, he's going to eat too, but he's a good flex, a good RB2 to have with you and run along. The other one is definitely Sam Laporta. If you know, it depends. It depends where they have him in the rankings for tight ends. If he's top 5, it's going to be tough, But if you reach for a tight end, get Sam Laporta. But I'm sticking with David Montgomery as my pick here for the
Yeah,
line.
if I could say anybody other than Mara, mine is Sam Laporta. Like to me, that motherfucker can play. And I like that the head coach of the Detroit Lions is a tight end. You know what I'm saying? Like he know that world, so he gonna make that shit happen. So shout out to, but yeah, we both go. So we both going over on Detroit.
Over.
Uh, cool, love it. Let's move on to the next exciting team in the NFC North, the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love got his bread. Yo, it's crazy. People are just getting bread. He got bread off of a 7-8 game performance. Shout out to him, because he was hot at the end of the year, and they said, "Yeah, we ain't go if he's whatever his salary is now. Can you imagine what that shit's gonna be next year? He isn't now. We got to pay him now." So Jordan Love got his bread. Outside of that, were there any other key additions that you noticed from Green Bay?
Key additions.
Yeah, or subtractions, or draft picks, or anything like that.
I mean, Josh Jacobs is a little bit puzzling when you had something that was working with Aaron Jones that was perfect when you had the 1-2 punch. Um, Josh Jacobs, I don't know, I'm indifferent on him. Like I like him a lot, but I also feel like he's just like he doesn't try hard enough. But then again,
But
playing for a crap organization like the fucking Raiders will do that to you.
I mean, remember Randy Moss was once a Raider, and then he gets to the Patriots and he breaks the touchdown record. You do remember that, right?
Yeah.
That shit will. Antonio Brown got he from the Steelers. He was a Raider for a summer,
I mean,
and
let's
that
keep it let's keep it
hurt his foot off.
let's keep it correlating to the same thing. Charles Woodson went from the Raiders to the Packers and won a Super Bowl.
Thank
Different
you. So
position.
how is it? Why is it puzzling then? Because to me, clearly that shit has worked in the past. They went to that well before, and they are happy to go back to that well again. And we talked about Josh Jacobs. Yes, sometimes the effort may not be there. If it's a contract year, he gonna go all out. Cool. But and the Green Bay Packers use their running backs. Aaron Jones was a cool story. Whatever. If you giving me pound for pound, I'd probably take Josh Jacobs as a better overall pound for pound player than Aaron Jones. I think Aaron Jones is better for the fans of Green Bay. I think he bought into the Green Bay shit. As long as Josh Jacobs buys into the Green Bay shit, I mean, I don't think it's a puzzle to move.
I mean, to me, it's just weird. If you have something that works, why mix it up? But then again, the same thing with Dan Campbell and the Lions, and it worked. So
Yeah.
I'm one to take back what I say on stuff, and I'm sorry I wasn't familiar with your game. Now I am with it. So I'm all about that. I hope it works. It's got a better O-line definitely than what Las Vegas has. So we'll see what happens there. But that's a big addition that they have there. Um, Outside of that, I don't think they really made any other big moves that I can think of.
And
Losing
looking at,
Aaron.
yeah, but they replaced it. You know what I mean? And looking at, first of all, my next question to you. So Jordan Love got his bread, right? We
Yeah.
obviously saw what he was able to do last year. We know the track record of the Green Bay Packers. Brett Favre, 20 years. Aaron Rodgers, what was it, 15 years, 17 years, some shit like that? Whatever. And now Jordan Love. You think Jordan Love is going to be on that same arc? Because you look at Pittsburgh, they've had 3 coaches in like 70 years. Green Bay has had 3 quarterbacks since 1994. You think Jordan Love could be that next guy for them, where he just kind of just be the guy for 15 plus years or some shit like that?
When you beat the Cowboys in a playoff game, I know it's the Cowboys, and you're going to say what you say, whatever. Like, that's a team. That's a team to beat in the playoffs.
Yeah, they have their team. They got salary cap and all that shit.
And he beat them like a redheaded stepchild, man. Like, he beat the dog shit out of them.
Oh, what a day! That was a beautiful day.
So yeah, I think Jordan Love, for all the questions we had about him and the ups and downs we had, I think there's more ups than there are downs that we have with him. I think he's the real deal.
Where were they lacking last year? Like what would you say was what led to them not being able to overcome that? Because they were same thing with Detroit. They was up on San Francisco too.
Youth and experience. Experience.
You think they could overcome that this year? And because all right,
it takes one exit for you to understand from your mistakes and grow upon it.
So at 9.5, you going over or under?
We'll go over. Sammy's gonna go over too. I have his on Green Bay. He has over on 9.5. I'm gonna go over. One thing I heard LaFleur say the other day was they asked him about who's your wide receiver one, and he was like, "I hate when people ask me that question because we have 3 good, capable wide receivers." And I was like, "That is what I've been saying. There is no wide receiver one there. There's 3 hungry dogs that know their roles. One's a deep threat, one's a go-getter, and the other one, what was the scene in Jurassic Park when the guy was like, when you see the one here and you're not expecting, there's the other one right there."
Hey, so, I never watched Jurassic Park in my life.
sucks to suck, man.
Never in my life.
But like that's what they have, and it works. It works because they have 3 young, talented wide receivers that you don't got to feed just one like a Devontae Adams that's going to be a diva. Eventually, one will become a diva. Well, I'm sure they will, and you're going to find who's going to be wide receiver one. But I think you're safe at taking any one of these 3 receivers if you need like wide receiver 3 help. It'll be good.
So, and I also got over on them. I got them going 10-7 next year. Over will get you minus like 130, so around minus 140, probably minus 135 to go over. I like that. I like those odds. Now I would say from a fantasy perspective, A-Rod, I got a question. So, I decided to keep Jaden Reed, right? The pick, I mean, it was because he was a rookie last year. It's not going to go off of ADP. It's going to be when I draft him, because this is my 3-keeper league. And that pick will,
your last pick, I'm sure.
It wasn't even last. It was let's see what I sent to him. Jaden Reed, 13th round. You think that's a good little keeper right there?
I think so. That was going to be my next thing, is who's the player you're drafting from this.
And that's what I'm scared of. Who's the receiver?
Jordan Love is definitely the one you should go after if you need a quarterback and you miss on the top 5 and you're like, okay, I'm going to get one that is going to be throwing a lot, and that's going to be a Jordan Love type of guy. But any one of those 3 receivers, take them. Take them where you can get one. Just get one.
You know what? The best bet makes sense for it to be Jordan Love, because we concerned about, oh my God, which receiver? And he's like, when he's in the pocket, he's like, shit, which receiver? You know what I mean? He got options galore.
One's a yard getter. One's a touchdown shark. and the other one is just you don't know what you're going to get out of it, but it's good to just watch and see what you get. Reed is the watch and get. The yard getter is the Tampa kid. What's his name?
Christian Watson playing high school.
Christian Watson, and then the other one is the touchdown shark. Forget his name too. I'm drawing blanks today. The wine's hitting. The wine is
The Wicks.
no, not Wicks.
We got Wicks. We got Reed. We got
Dobbs.
Watson, and we got Dobbs. They got 4 receivers.
Reed, Dobbs, Watson. Those are the
Bro, they talk about Wicks like he could be something. I'm telling you, they talk about him like he
I know, but you got but get him last. Get him at your last pick if that's it. But those are the 3 ones that were contributing last year. Those were the 3 that were contributing. One of those 3 you'll be safe with.
All right, let's move on to I want to do Chicago last. Let's get to Minnesota because I just want to start off because I texted Kenny Anaje yesterday. In case y'all don't know, Kenny is a Minnesota Viking fan, and I told him.
So is Los that we had on the podcast.
Oh, that's right. So I texted him so we was you was there. We drew no, I don't know. Were you there already when they drafted him in Minnesota?
Yeah.
When was that?
We're there. I was there with you. Yeah.
He was already there by then. So I told Kenny, make sure y'all take care of my boy, man. He needs time. He just relax, learn the game, not get hurt, all that shit. And then the dude tore his meniscus. And I texted Kenny yesterday. I said, bro, y'all couldn't watch after him for a couple months. We let our baby go from Michigan. We put him on a national championship platter for you. Like, here you go. Dude, just take care of my boy. And now he got a torn meniscus. So which brings us back to your boy, Sam Darnold.
It's not my boy. Stop saying that.
Hey, whoa. We know. You ain't gonna do that to Sam. That's your boy.
It's not my boy.
Come on, man.
It's not my boy. It's not my boy. He's not on my team. He's not my boy. I think the team just fucked him over, and he is where he is now in his career.
Yeah, that's how you feel about your boy, Sam, dog?
He was your man. He was your man.
That was your man's, dog. But anyway, let's talk about the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Jefferson got paid. And
humble dude, very humble dude too. I thought he was.
I love him, though. I love him. Yeah. Re-signed Daniil Hunter. I like it.
No, they didn't. Isn't he in fucking Houston?
Oh shit.
He gone.
That's right. That's right. Who you got any? Give me you got key roster moves for them.
They had to fill the running back hole, so they went and got what's his face? Not Matheson. Dude from Green Bay we were just talking about.
Aaron Jones.
And
got rid of Matheson, who was
Matheson was hot
handcuffed for years.
Yeah, he's been a great handcuff until the day they gave him the fucking the reins, and he was like, "Oh shit,
I don't know what to do. Oh.
What do I do? Oh fuck." He had some good games, and then the other ones were just like, "Oh fuck this." Yeah, that and I mean Jordan Addison getting a good old Dewey. Sam Darnold bringing as like a bridge quarterback for the whole situation, giving up on the Pastronaut, which I don't understand. And then you draft JJ McCarthy. Yeah, I mean it's a real like, oh shit, let's plug in some guys and see if it works, and we'll pay Justin Jefferson so we don't lose him type of move for me.
They also drafted Dallas Turner, which I did like.
Oh, yeah. That's a good pick.
I like that a lot.
That defense is still like very, it doesn't turn heads for me.
I mean, looking at Minnesota, so we got their win total projected. They have this shit at 6.5, which to me is kind of disrespectful. I'm gonna just let you know I went over. I think they're going 8 and 9, but that's just because I believe. I don't even know what I believe, but I thought 6.5 was crazy. Over 6.5 is minus 160. Under 6.5 is plus 130. That under is terrible, but I think just looking at the team. I mean, all right, let's see what we know. We just talked good about Aaron Jones, so he obviously knows the NFC North well. he's gonna be fine. And they play in the dome anyway. But if they got to be in the snow, cool. I'm good with it. You know what I mean? We know Justin Jefferson is him. Yeah, Sam Darnold. That's your boy.
He was your boy. He was your man.
All right. Can Sam Darnold have a Baker Mayfield season? Baker Mayfield went to Tampa Bay last year with no expectations. They picked him to win 4 games last year, and the motherfucker made the playoff. Can Sam Darnold do that? Come on. They're in the same draft class. Am I right? Am I right? Like,
Yeah, but it counts more to like experience and how many times you played and like the teams you play for. Like the Browns have been pretty decent outside of the quarterback and maturity of Baker Mayfield. It took him getting the boot and shown that being a first overall pick doesn't mean anything in the NFL to
but he
humble.
rode the same wave. He got kicked out, went to Carolina, went to the Rams.
But Sam Darnold's too conservative. Sam Darnold's just like he's built like a block. He's just like, you went from the shitty Jets to the shitty Panthers to going wherever else he went in between to going to the San Francisco 49ers as a backup to almost being the starter in the Super Bowl because of an undisclosed issue to fucking Brock Purdy. So there was so many crazy things
That
going
was
on.
all cap. No,
Oh
don't
yeah,
believe it.
I know
Don't
it's
believe
cap,
the hype.
but still,
Don't believe the hype.
it's still some hype to give the guy. So I think for Sam Darnold, I think he's mature. I think he's good. I think he's mature, and I think this is a better team than Carolina or the Jets that he played for. I guess we'll never know. We got to see what he does out there, man. Like I think he can. I think he's manageable to win you 8 games. I think he can win you 8 games along with that team. I think Justin Jefferson is going to do his job, and if they don't, they're going to pull the plug on that shit.
You know what? I don't know, man. When now that I think about it, how many games? Like, what was his like as a Jet fan? Did he ever win y'all 8 games?
What do you think, Kay? Do you think he won us 8 games?
That he never won
I'm in
8 for
purgatory
y'all.
the rest of my life, bro.
He never won 8 in Carolina. Clearly,
That team was really bad. That
he's
Jets,
never won shit.
but it goes to my point of like shitty teams are gonna call for you to hope that you can revive the fucking franchise because you're an overall pick. The Carolina Panthers after Cam Newton have been very, very bad. Let's be honest with ourselves. The Jets, okay, my team, the one that I fucking root for every Sunday, okay, and
God bless you.
the one that I said 14 fucking wins last year, okay, 14 fucking wins, okay.
Crack pipe was hitting last year.
It was hitting
Just
hard.
like when Sammy says Mac Jones is top 5 quarterback.
Hey man, we sometimes we hit that pipe and we're just like Pookie. We're like,
That shit was. Hey, remember training day? You ever had angel dust? You ever been wet? You ever got wet before? Oh,
yeah,
that's
man.
angel dust.
I'm not afraid to make a bold prediction when I'm excited about something, But I think with Sam Darnold, and if you want me to be very like candid about it, as having him on my team, I think we failed him as a team. I think we failed him as management. I didn't think we developed him right. We didn't get him any tools, nothing like that. And then they sent him to Carolina, where it's a pure shithole over there.
Worse.
Now you're in a situation when you have the best wide receiver in the NFL, in my opinion. You have the best wide receiver who's going to do everything he can to go and get the ball. And you have a better O-line. And you have Jones, that is a well-established running back. I think he's manageable for, I think he can get you 8 games out of it. I think he can.
You know what? I said 8 and 9, and then you just said all that shit about, and I had to think about who Sam Darnold is. I don't know, bro. I might go back down to 6. I think that under is very attractive, dog, because there's going to be bad teams. Let's be honest. Like, we know there's going to be a team that's like, they just can't get right. And as much shit we talk about Kirk Cousins, he found a way to just get some shit done. You know what I mean? Like, he tried. It wasn't always consistent. Primetime games wasn't always the most fun, but he found a way to get some shit done. Sam Darnold ain't like that, bro. I'm sorry. I think J.J. McCarthy would have been somebody who by week 8, they were like, we're giving the reins to you. He give you a couple good finishes towards the end of the season to get to them 7-8 wins. I think that 6.5 was very disrespectful when I first saw it. Now, I'm switching my pick. I'm going under. Going under, bro. I don't know, man. It's like I'm going under, and I don't know. We'll see, but yeah, let's take Justin Jefferson aside.
So Sammy put 7.5, and he put under on that. I know it's 6.5. I'm taking the under on it too. I'm taking the under on it. I really am.
Long story short, I don't believe in. We don't believe in Minnesota, y'all. My bad for even saying they can win 8 games.
I
I just
think they
don't
can win
think.
8 games, but I think
No, I thought they could, and then realized it's not Kirk Cousins no more. It's not my first cousin. It's
I
Sam
think.
Darnold.
Hey man, I think they can. Like I think for this time for Sam, he's just there for a good time, not a long time. So I think Sam can easily like figure it out, play a little bit better, and then get another backup or possibly starting position with somebody else. I want to believe in the guy.
Possibly what?
Possibly get a starting position for another shitty team.
Nah, brother.
We'll see. We'll see.
This is do or die. He gonna be in the UFL next year.
When you have no, he'll be a backup somewhere, bro. Don't do that. He's a solid backup. When
He gonna be an assistant coach.
you rather him or Nate Peterman? Which one?
Man, why are we bringing up Nate Peterman? Come on, man, that's terrible.
Because you're fucking dogging him like he's that man. Like
No,
be honest
because
with
I
yourself.
want you to admit that's your boy. So I'm gonna dog him until you admit
I
it.
want the best for him. I do want the best for him. He's not my
Cool.
boy. He ain't my
Cool.
boy. If I see him out, I'll be like, "What's up? You was a Jet. Okay, bye."
If I saw what's his name? The one that drafted over Justin Jefferson in Philly. I already got his name. I already forgot his
I
name.
forgot his name. I forgot his name.
Exactly. If I saw him in public, you think I'm gonna say what's up?
Shit.
Nah, bro. Like, hey,
I wasn't mad at the pick though. I was more mad. I told you about how they developed him and the tools they gave him. For if you look at the look at what the Bears just did for Caleb Williams, they gave him a fucking team.
You know why? Because they actually believed in him. When you believe in your quarterback, you gonna do whatever. You gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that shit works.
I
They
mean,
don't believe it.
the same thing for Baker Mayfield, but it was Baker Mayfield's fault. He was too much of a head case.
Sam ain't a head case. They just don't believe in him because they like, nah, bro, you ain't really built like that.
Because everybody thinks everyone is Aaron Rodgers. They want you to come in here like, hey, we have wide receiver dog shit, we have wide receiver cat shit, we have fucking bear shit for a running back, and we want you to make these guys good. And this kid's like 19 years old. He's like,
All right, before we move off of Minnesota and get to whoever the next team is, Chicago, because we definitely want to talk about Chicago now. Would you, if you have a top 3 pick, are you drafting Justin Jefferson for sure? I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't know if that's a safe pick anymore. I think Kirk Cousins will feed you. I don't know if that's a safe pick anymore. As great as he is,
watch receiver. If you don't watch receiver and watch how that motherfucker gets to the ball when it's underthrown to him, he gets to the ball somehow. Justin Jefferson is still a safe pick to me. I think he's still a safe pick. And if the shit comes off the rails, I guarantee you that they're gonna make a move for something because they're not.
But they're not a team that could contend for anything. So why would they waste a move on something? You know what I mean? Like to me, they just gonna have to write this shit out and wait for JJ to be healthy because like they're not. You want to talk about limbo? I know that you feel like the Jets are in limbo, but you still got Aaron Rodgers. The Minnesota Vikings have been in limbo forever, dog. Y'all at least Joe Namath at least got y'all a Super Bowl. Minnesota has been in limbo since forever, dog.
Since the Commodores.
Purple people leaders.
Since the Commodores, bro.
Bro, since the Commodores, they've been in limbo. So to me, I don't think they're competing for shit anyway. It's gonna be Sam Darnold all year, unless God forbid something happens to him, he gets hurt. But I don't know, man. I think Justin Jefferson, as safe as a pick as it should be, shit, I don't even know, bro. I feel like if I had to look at anybody else, I don't even know. That would be the only guy from Minnesota I'd draft. But would I wouldn't draft Jordan Addison. I don't think I would. I think he's a good player. I just don't know if it's going to work. Maybe Aaron Jones is the safest pick, honestly. To me, yeah, Aaron Jones is the safest pick. That's what I want. Give me Aaron Jones.
My safest pick, and it's depending on how long he comes back from injury, is TJ Hawkinson. Because to amateur fucking quarterbacks or rookies,
He ain't an amateur, dog. He grown.
Who?
Sam.
Sam fucking doesn't play enough, bro. He
Baker
don't play
Mayfield
enough.
is same age, bro. He grown.
I said amateur or rookies, and it's amateur hour with Sam fucking Darnold, bro. It's amateur fucking hour. I
Sam
hope.
Darnold is
I hope.
29-38 as a starter. That means he's played 67
Okay,
games.
you're like heavily fixated on talking about Sam Darnold. Let's go to the next fucking team because I truly don't give a fuck. You ask me who my player is. If you want to wait on a tight end and get one that's gonna be really good and be a safety blanket for shithead Sam Darnold, get
TJ
TJ
Hawkins is your
Hawkins.
boy.
It's my boy. That's your
All
boy.
right.
That's your man right there.
Hey, all right. Hard Knocks. I watched the first episode finally yesterday, 2 nights ago. I finally got to the first episode of Hard Knocks to watch the Chicago Bears. I was very impressed with how Caleb Williams is able to take constructive criticism and really apply it. I think Keenan Allen is such a good fit for that locker room. I think Roman Dunze is going to be a dog. And if I had to pick anybody for fantasy, that's the guy or Caleb. We'll see. I'll let y'all know. Yeah, Roman Dunze is the guy. I'm gonna just say it. I like what they've done. I I hate that because they're as an NFC guy, I have the Eagles. I don't want other teams in the NFC to be fun to watch or good. But I look at the Bears and I'm like, damn it. Like that's what I hate about Hard Knocks. Teams get on Hard Knocks and you fall in love with them for no reason. Like we fell in love with Detroit because of Hard Knocks is like, yeah, that's the
I've been
team.
I've been in love with
I know
Detroit.
you, but I started to fall in love with Detroit again because of Hard Knocks. I started to care more about the Jets last year. Nah, Aaron Rodgers didn't do it for me last year. He didn't do it for me last year. Oh,
Fuck
Sauce
Detroit.
Gardner though. I was already a Sauce Gardner fan. I think Hard Knocks helped me become more of a Sauce Gardner fan. So I'll give you that. But Hard Knocks just does that to you, right? I like
Yeah,
I like
it romanticizes players up
it
until
human it humanizes them.
yeah, but it
Humanizes.
romanticizes them too because you get attached to them. Like you haven't watched the second episode yet, so I won't ruin it.
Not yet.
But you'll get attached to it. But you're like, damn, that guy fucking ball. I like the way he carries himself. I like
The
that.
difference
It's up to
the
episode
difference between
5 where
it
they're like, you're gone.
the difference between the NFL and every other sport. We don't know what the fuck you look like in the NFL. You wearing a damn face mask all fucking day. You wearing a helmet. Basketball, I see you. Soccer, I see you. Baseball, even with the fucking helmet, I see you. What do you call it? Do you call
All
it a
right.
helmet or a hat?
All right, calm down, fucking avatar over here. I see you.
But no, do you call it a helmet or a hat?
What do you mean a hat?
The baseball shit, that's a helmet?
You see, they wear hats. A helmet
It's a
with
hat.
it's a hat and then a helmet when they go up to bat.
But you call that shit a helmet though? That's what I'm trying to say.
When I go up to bat, I wear a helmet. When I play in the field, I have a hat.
To me, I see a helmet as a football player. I don't know what you look like on your face. As a baseball player, I know exactly who you are.
Okay, same thing.
All right.
It's not a hat.
You wear a faceless helmet in baseball. Long story short,
A safety
football.
hat.
Yeah, thank you. That's better. You wear a safety hat.
Okay, safety hat. Whatever you want.
hey. The Cabernet is hitting. So you know what I'm saying.
I'll
You wear a
back-
safety hat.
I'll
Long
back.
story short, Chicago Bears. I might be like tuning into more of the games that I want to this year. They're over under set at 9-8. We know their key offseason acquisitions: Keenan Allen, Caleb Williams, Roman Dunze. Anybody else? Oh, did they get DeAndre Swift?
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift. Who else? Anybody else?
They got the dude from the Commanders at the end of the year last year.
Oh shit! The defensive player.
Sweat.
He's a dog. So
he's a dog. They were trying to trade for Judon, but that fell through.
we're gonna get to Atlanta later because I'll be high on Atlanta.
Yeah. I that's all I got as far as like acquisitions that they have. I think they made good acquisitions on the team. My only gripe with them is the quarterback room is a little young. I think behind a Caleb Williams, you would want somebody a little bit more polished, a little bit more understood.
Who are the backups right now?
The guy that took over at the end of the year last year, I don't know his name. They have him, a rookie. Last name is Ryan because they like panda his parents a lot. and then they have Brett Ripien. Let me tell you all about Brett Ripien. I don't know why the Jets even gave him a chance, you know. So I would
Would
get.
you say the Bears roster was okay last year or bad?
I would say last year it was okay, not bad.
Well, it wasn't good, but was it okay or was it bad?
It was okay. It was okay.
Now, would you say the Bears roster is good or okay?
I think
Or great, if you want to go there.
I don't want to go great because it's a lot of new faces, like a lot of plug and plays type of thing. I think paying DJ Moore is amazing. He's the highest Bears paid player ever, which is wild. But I've always valued DJ Moore. I always thought DJ Moore is a dog, and that's my fantasy pick too because DJ never disappoints. DJ never disappoints wherever you take him at. Some games will get you 3 or 4 touchdowns. Some games will get you 1, but like he goes out there and he plays, and he's a humble dude. I think paying him was smart. I think going after Sweat at the end of the season was really, really smart because they needed to beef up that defense. I think that guy Johnson they have as the safety or the
Johnson.
I think he's a very good player too. I think the team that they have put together is a very it compares kind of to like the Lions to me in a bit that they're all like run through a wall for this coach.
Here, how would you compare them to like the Texans of last year? Because last year, similar situation. Rookie quarterback put some good shit around him, and he took off with it.
I can't compare him with the Texans because the Texans ran with what they had, and they were like, "Oh shit, we found lightning in a bottle," type of thing. This is a guy that I tell you, like we wanted Aaron Rodgers. This is your Aaron Rodgers type player that made everyone around him better because Tank Dell had some good games. Tank Dell had a hell of a lot more better games than he did last year, you know.
I mean, but I don't know because like prior to CJ Stroud, there was nothing to be proud about to be a Texas fan.
I know that, but they didn't go out and get anybody that you were like, oh man, they added this guy. Like this Bears team added Keenan Allen and Swift and Sweat. No pun intended there, but like they added players that they needed. They had holes. Like Herbert is a good running back, but he's a better handcuff than he is a starter because you're given like there's something about Swift that's just better than that. So I would take Swift over that. You know, Keenan Allen is a polished veteran. He can speak to your young receivers that you have coming in a Roman Doomsday. Hey, DJ Moore, you're about to get paid. Here's a guy that got paid and has, you know, been a dominant receiver. They went and made right moves. So I think it's all about putting together shit and seeing if the shit sticks to the wall. And I think this shit is going to stick to the wall. I think Eberflus is a good head coach. I like his character on Hard Knocks.
Is that based off of Hard Knocks, or we just think he is?
I think he is.
He got facial hair now. He think he's somebody.
Yeah, I think that changes things. Once you grow a beard, brother, there's no going back after that. I think that changes the scene. It changes the tone. Nobody wants to go after fucking Mr. Clean over here and play for him. They're gonna play for fucking bearded
Robert Saleh. Yeah, he gone.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
You said it. You just said it. Mr. Clean. Robert Saleh gone.
Fans call Robert Saleh Mr. Clean. Let me be. All right. Don't talk about my team. We're talking about the NFC.
Hey. No,
AFC. Stop dogging my team. Stop dogging my team on this podcast. I haven't said one bad shit about the Eagles. Wait till we get to the Eagles and I clown them.
You ain't got shit to say, but go ahead, bro. You're welcome, Hassan Reddick. You're welcome. Go ahead.
But I like the over on the Bears. I'm gonna be bearish on this, and or bullish on this, not bearish. I'm gonna take the over on it. I like them. I think Caleb Williams is a coachable player. I don't think he's all into himself. I want to believe that he might be a little bit. He does have a purse, which kind of bothers me. But other than that,
God, that purse costs a lot of fucking money, bro.
Care, bro.
Listen, Dennis Rodman used to wear a wedding fucking dress, color his hair, fucking put nose rings on, and be on a bender till 5 a.m.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. Dennis Rodman had a resume that he came in with all that shit. Caleb does.
The point. All I'm saying is that we trying to judge these kids in 2024. Do you really give a fuck? Like
I'm not judging. I am not. I just said he had a purse. I didn't judge him.
The fact that you had to say it though, like why does everybody care? Nobody fucking cares. He has a purse.
Let him have a purse. I don't give a fuck. But if you want to be
Dwayne
strong,
Wade has been painting his fucking toenails and shit for a long time.
well, I don't care. I don't care.
But
But
why bring it up?
if you want to draw attention to yourself and there's no attention to be given, then I don't then I have something to talk about.
He just being himself.
Let him be himself.
But
But
why bring it up? He got a purse. Cool.
he got a purse. That's all I said.
Cameron got a purse. Killer Cam. Killer Cam has a purse.
Killer Cam got shit in the game though, bro.
Killer Cam made fun of Dwayne Wade for getting a nail color line, walked off of a set with a motherfucking purse. Like, come on, like, if you produce, I don't give a shit.
Killer Cam made pink cool too, so I want you to know that
exactly.
as well.
But before that, everybody said, "Why you wearing pink?" Oh, it was
a normal observation. That's all it was. That I said he has a purse. I didn't judge him. I didn't say he's going to lose games because he has a purse.
Don't make me start defending Caleb Williams. I don't want to be a Caleb Williams defender.
I'm not. I'm all for Caleb Williams. Went to USC. Fight on. His signing bonus was 22.5, and he can't
sing. And he can't sing to save his life.
He's fucking dumb, bro. But like, he's a coachable dude, and I think that as much as I love Justin Fields, I think once again, like the Sam Darnold effect, they didn't do right by him. They went and got him one weapon. And they didn't give him no O-line, bro. Like, I'm serious.
They had Justin Fields. They didn't do shit. Soon as he was out the building, they got everybody. They said, "Oh yeah, it's time."
If they passed up on that and traded that pick for more fucking, but then again, you got to reevaluate. I completely understand that. That's a generational player. I get it. It was a coin flip in that locker room what they had to do. So I think if you would have given all of this to Justin Fields, I think he would have been okay. I think he would have.
You know why? Because they couldn't afford it. Justin Fields is trying to get his bread. Caleb Williams got 3 years before that.
If we took the contract out of that, because if you think about it, what they did, listen. If you took the contract, because the guys that they got were all contract-based guys. These are 1-year loans that they're getting. Okay, these are 1-year loans. So if you're thinking Keenan Allen's going to be there next year, I don't think so.
No.
If you're thinking Swift is going to be there next year, I don't think so.
He's going to be a Cowboy next year. I'm calling it right now.
So I think what they did was, hey, we need 1 year of success to at least give our quarterback some type of fucking like hoorah, we're behind you, as opposed to what they did.
Right. But they drafted a receiver, so it's like Keenan Allen is there to be the grown up, but they still knew how to back that shit up with like we paid DJ Moore, we drafted Roma Dunze, we got Cole Kmet.
Did.
Yo, shout out to their front office. They made shit happen. They made shit happen.
But I'm also pissed they gave up on Justin Fields too. I really am.
No, listen. Here's what another thing I appreciate. The reason why I asked you that question earlier, were they good last year? Roster good last year, or just okay? Right? They were okay. They had the first overall pick, and they went 7-10 last year. 7-10 last year with the first, and they got the first overall pick, and their over under was set at 8.5. Oh, they hitting that over. You don't think bringing all that shit in and drafting a quote unquote generational talent can't get you 2 or 3 more wins? And I thought it was overzealous to be like, come on. Everybody kept saying Bears are going to be this and that. And I got mad at first. I'm like, oh, why does everybody think they're just going to be good, right? Then I started looking. I'm like, yo, they went 7-10 last year, and they was pretty trash. They was a trash football team last year, and they went 7-10. For them to go 9-8 or 10-7 this year should not be surprising. You know what I mean? And I had, when I looked at everyone's strength of schedule, I was like, all right, let's see what their strength of schedule is, right? Their strength of schedule is 30th. You know what that means? They have the 3rd easiest schedule in the NFL next year. 32 is whatever, 31 is Atlanta, 30 is them. They have the 3rd easiest schedule next year, or this coming season. Oh yeah, they're gonna ball, bro. They're gonna ball. Now, I don't know what I would do when it comes to like from a fantasy perspective. Did you look at any of the injuries that they have?
Who?
Chicago.
No, I don't think there's any that stands out to me.
Yeah, none of these are big. From a fantasy perspective, you say yours is would be who again?
Who did I say? Roma Dunze. Roma
No,
Dunze.
you said I said Rome. You said somebody else.
No, I said Rome. I said Rome. You said Rome, and I said I agree with you
No,
on.
you said DJ Moore. That's what
Oh
you
no,
said.
yeah, DJ Moore. But DJ Moore might go a little bit higher than
I was
usual.
gonna say so based on a value pick. If you look at ADP, how would you assess
DJ
that?
Moore's probably going second round. So DJ Moore is going to be tough to get. I would say Rome. I like DJ Moore. I'm a big fan of DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is 40 going like 40. So that's like what, third round, 12, 24, 36. Yeah. Oh, fourth round. That's early fourth.
I still like your top three picks are like that's kind of tough. I'd go Rome. I'd go Rome and set yourself up for success later on.
Wide receiver 44 Rome. I like that.
We know Keenan Allen. We know Keenan Allen at this age what's going to happen.
Exactly. I like Rome. I like Rome as like I like Rome at around 100 pick. I like that pick. So
I love DJ Moore. Get DJ Moore if you can. But I'm saying
in the fourth,
for the value pick, yes. Yes,
if
in the
DJ's
fourth.
there in the sixth, I'll take him. In the fourth, nah.
Sammy said one thing to me. He said this one thing, and I was like, I looked at the numbers. I was like, God damn, he's right. DJ Moore wins you fantasy leagues. DJ Moore will win you fantasy leagues as like a sleeper wide receiver pick, and he was doing that in Carolina.
You know who's been going after him? Lamar, DK Metcalf, Malik Neighbors, Alvin Kamara, Devontae Smith, Joe Mixon. Nah, he ain't going fourth round for me, dog. He goes six. He going six. All right.
DJ Moore, but Roma Dune's a safe one. All right, let's take too long on this. Yeah, we long. Let's go. Come on.
All right, we gonna speed through the rest. Who you want? What division you want to go to next?
South now, north, south, east,
Let's
west.
talk about. We're gonna do. Let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fuck it, let's go because I want to talk about the Bucs because that's the wifey's team. So I grew up a fan of nobody until I saw the Donovan McNabb and I became an Eagles fan. But I was always a Bucs fan casually because I love the jerseys and I love the defense that they had. So I want to speak highly on the Bucs. I think that Baker Mayfield shut me up last year, and I'm a fan of that, right? Because I was critical on Baker because I'm all about leadership. That's my big thing. Like, if you're a quarterback, you got to show me that you could be a leader. I think the fact that the Buccaneers players bought into Baker Mayfield last year. I didn't see that many progressive commercials last year. I'm like, all right, I think we got something finally. I like Baker. Now with this team, I think they're gonna be good. Their over under is set at what, A-Rod?
8.5.
That's Vegas is good. They're really fucking good, dog. Before we get there, key additions, key roster moves or injuries. We got anything?
Hassan Reddick, possibly you.
I saw that as a possibility. I was like, damn.
They lost Shaq Barrett. They lost the corner that I can't stand. He's in Detroit now, which I should have been one of the key moves. Carlton Davis.
Yeah.
I think if anybody can get his head right, I think it'll be fucking Dan Campbell because he had to deal with C.J. Gardner-Johnson already. So I think that'll be perfect.
And he said, yeah, you gotta go back to Philly, bro.
I can't deal with this.
Come on down, baby. Come on down.
After he talked shit about Philly.
After he talked shit about Philly.
I can't think off the top of my head who else they signed that's worth the shit.
Long story short with them.
Oh, they lost the Michigan kid, the linebacker, the one to the Eagles.
No, he was a LSU kid.
Or LSU
Kevin
kid.
White.
Evan White.
Right? Yeah, baby. We're gonna get to the East, don't worry. All right. Long story short, you said 8.5. I have them as a 9-win team again. I think so. I mean, again, I'm impressed about Baker. My question for you, from a player and fantasy, whatever you want to say, how long can Mike Evans keep this shit up?
That man don't stop. He like fine.
He don't stop, bro. He don't stop.
What have I always said? Like Mike Evans is always going to be a top 10 wide receiver for me.
Yeah.
Like you're safe taking Mike Evans top 10. He's good until Until he breaks down, which I don't think he's going to do, I think he'll know when to call it quits when he's like, shit, I'm gonna get this 1,000 yards and just be done. White Bronco it. But I'm a big Mike Evans fan. That guy
Yep.
knows how to get to the ball. So
Pause. For his behalf. But yeah, I'm going over on that one. And if I had to do anybody, dude, golly, oof, if I had to pick anybody from a fantasy perspective, my favorite Buccaneer is Rashad White. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see where around he's going right now because to me, Rashad White. Mind you, Canellis is not there no more. Damn, 33. That would be like third round pick. He's going wide receiver. A running back 13. I could do that.
mine is
I
his
could,
handcuff. Mine is his handcuff.
dude,
The kid from Oregon. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
because the reason why I asked who is because there's a couple players that they've been talking about too much, and it's who is it? Was it Bucky Irving?
Bucky Irving, yes, that's my guy. That kid is a monster.
Where did he come? Like where did this hype come from? Because I was looking at sleepers and shit the other day, like what's player, and they kept talking about Bucky Irving. I'm like, for what? For
Because he's a
the
dog, bro.
United States?
He's a
what
dog. He
what's
was a
Bucky Irving's
dog.
deal?
He was a dog at fucking Oregon, man. He was a
Is
dog.
Rashad White not a dog too though?
I don't think so. I think he just had to deal with what he had, and that's it, man. Like,
I don't know, man. That's tough. I feel like sorry. If you had to draft anybody from the Bucks, it would be Bucky Irving or is it gonna be Mike Evans or like to me it's Rashad White. Who is like your must? I'm gonna just draft him because I need him from the
Mike
Bucks.
Evans for me, you know that. It's
Mike
Mike Evans
Evans,
for a value pick, but for a
yeah,
value pick, if we're talking value pick, take Bucky
yeah,
Irving, man. Take him.
okay.
Somebody named Bucky that's just like be Stroganoff. They have
Anyway, Baker Mayfield leadership. Like I said, I'm proud of him for everything. You think you don't think
I'll
there's gonna
tell
be
you,
this?
I'll tell you who not to take. Don't fucking touch Sterling Shepard, whatever you do. Don't touch that man with a 10-foot long pole.
If any, well, I swear, first of all, I don't even think he made this. He's not even on the Fantasy Pros page right now. There's no reason. Like, if you a Giant fan and you live in Tampa and you pick Sterling Shepard to be your wide receiver or anything, you're an idiot. You're not smart.
You're an
You're not.
idiot.
You're an idiot. Okay, like there's nothing there. But anyway, looking at the Bucks, um, they've won that division a few years in a row. They've been underestimated a lot of years, and obviously with no Brady, they're gonna keep getting underestimated. We already know who we got for the NFC North division winner was the Lions. We don't know who you got for the South yet, but do you think Baker Mayfield has learned enough in his career where he's not gonna let the success get to his head? You think he'll be able to handle all this shit now?
Yes, I do. I want to give him the credit he deserves. I saw a different Baker Mayfield last year, and he lives on Davis Island. I have a friend that lives on Davis Island. He sees him, and he's like, "Hey, man, he's really like timid, very shy, very mature, yada
Baker
yada."
ain't shy.
Baker is shy. Baker is shy, from what I heard from him. So, like, I'll go by what he says, and he's a trustworthy person. So I will. I want to believe that Baker. I want to. I don't look for bad in people. It takes numerous times and stupid antics of you, i.e., Noah Lyles, the United States.
That's
Like,
so funny. That's how bad it is, Noah Lyles. Because while you were saying that exact comment, the first person I thought of, even before you said anything, I'm like, I see the bad in Noah Lyles immediately. it
yeah,
didn't take no time for me.
it takes some dumb shit for you to make me not a believer in you. And I was like that with Baker, but when he got to Tampa, he's like, shit, this is my golden opportunity. I
Yep,
need to seize it. And he played well, got them to the playoffs, beat a team in the first round, in the Eagles, sorry, and got paid. And got paid. And that shows me maturity. And I can give him that. So I'm not a
Anyway,
hater. I'm not a hater. I've forgiven Odell. I've forgiven Odell.
we both going over on the Bucks.
Going over on the Bucks.
All right.
Fire the cannons.
I'm about to go to my division winner,
Okay.
the Atlanta Falcons.
You want to know my answer to that too? My division winner too.
Oh, we going over on them too because theirs are similar though. Like theirs at 9.5. The Bucks was 8.5, right?
Bucks
All right.
were 8.5.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I had the Bucks go at 9-8. Falcons 9.5. 10 wins the division to me, and I like the Falcons so much. And here's my biggest off-season move: they got rid of Arthur Smith. They got rid of that bum. He is not a head coach. He could be a coordinator wherever he wants to. To be a head coach, you got to be the CEO of a group of 53 players. To me, he is not a CEO of 53 players. The man got too much money. His dad is rich. He even care about that shit. So to me, getting Raheem, what was it? Raheem Morris, Raheem
Yep.
more getting Raheem Morris, and getting Zach Robinson as the offensive coordinator. The two biggest moves of the offseason. Kirk Cousins, that's cool. Michael Penix, that's cool. Whatever else they did, cool. They got Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson. To me, all that means Kirk Cousins is gonna be have a good year. We saw them do this shit similarly with Matt Stafford and the Rams. Kirk Cousins gonna have a good year. Bijan's gonna have a good year. Kyle Pitts is gonna have a good year. Your boy Drake London gonna have a good year. Everybody about to eat. Everybody eats, B. You watch not training day, Paid in Full. Everybody eats, B. Everybody finna eat, B. I got Atlanta winning the division. I got them winning at the bare minimum 10 games. Don't be surprised if it's 11. My fantasy guy, I don't give a flying. You know what? I'm a Bijan till I die. But if everybody is sleeping in your draft on Kyle Pitts, I'm saying it right now. If they are sleeping on your draft on Kyle Pitts and he's there, get him. Don't reach. But if everybody's sleeping on him, get his ass. Paul. And that's what I got with the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons definitely getting Arthur Smith out of there is big for them. I agree. That guy just looked lost as a head coach. Didn't know how to use his star players the way he should have, and is hampering the growth of the young players that they've put a lot of time and effort in a
Yep.
in a Kyle Pitts and a Drake London. So I think big acquisitions for them was, getting Kirk Cousins. That's obviously big. You get a well-established round quarterback that slings the rock, isn't afraid to throw it around. And another big one that I think too is Darnell Mooney, because he was a wide receiver one in Chicago, but he
Yeah.
wasn't getting thrown the ball like he should. So I think now we'll get a surgence of a good wide receiver too.
And you know what helps that? Unfortunately, Rondell Moore got hurt and he's out for the year. So
Yeah,
that makes Mooney's like responsibility even more important. So yeah,
yeah.
good point.
I think that's a good get. And then obviously they traded today for Judon. So
That's the big one.
that's a big one right there. That now you've got a complete monster on your defensive line, on your edge that's coming around. Whether he wants to play linebacker, play edge rusher, you got a monster there. So
Yep.
I like the over on the Falcons. The Penix move is a little bit questionable, but I also understand it. I'm not
All
upset.
right. And that was going to be my next kind of pivot point with the Falcons. We all was kind of confused back in April. Oh my God, why they getting Michael Penix? They could have got a defensive end. They could have got a pass rusher, blah, blah, blah. Today, thank God we did this show today. They said, oh yeah, we know we needed a pass rusher. Yeah, that's what we got Matthew fucking Judon. They went and got what they needed in via trade. They got their starting quarterback. They have a backup quarterback. We all was asking, oh, Aaron Rodgers, why didn't you draft him a receiver? Why did you draft him Jordan Love? Jordan Love is there with Green Bay, and everybody's happy in Green Bay that they got the quarterback for the future. The last thing you want is to be you draft Michael Vick, you get Matt Ryan, and then after that there was nobody. Then it's not a good feeling. Like you're a Jet fan. You haven't had a quarterback since Sanchez, and even Sanchez was not like that great. Sexy Rexy was an amazing coach, and defense was on point. He just did enough not to fuck it up too much.
And
Stafford
they also took away shit from him from his first year. They got rid of like Braylon Edwards and Cotry and all these guys and took it away.
hey, because you got Sexy Rexy built the defense. Build the defense, run the football, and figure it out. All I'm saying to me with Atlanta, um, sometimes you got to just do what you got to do, right? I look at that team. They got quarterbacks, plural, because even if something happens with Kirk Cousins, because he is coming off of a lower leg extremity injury, right? You got a backup that you know is old enough to just be mature enough to do what he got to do. You got the weapons. You got the Judon now to fix whatever issues you had on pass rush. I like the Falcons this year a lot. And you know how I was big on them last year.
This is
I like them even more this year.
this is my year that I really like the Falcons. Last year I wasn't big on them because of the quarterback situation and
Yeah.
Arthur Smith, and I like the running back pick. I thought it was a good pick, but this is the year that I'm in on them. I think this is their year to be like, hey, we're back. Let's make some noise, and the Dirty Birds are back. So,
Who's your fantasy pick? Do or
um,
die.
I mean, Bijan's going first round, so you got to have a first round pick and be in a certain place to get him, and that's what you got to strategize. For me, it would either be Kirk Cousins or if you want to even reach deeper, Darnell Mooney. I also
All
like
right.
Kyle Pitts too, depending where he's going in it.
I'm telling you, if
I
he's
think
there,
if he's there, like when I look at this, I'm thinking out of the third round. I'm
correct,
thinking out
correct,
of
correct,
the third
correct.
round in all of
Yeah.
this. So I
If
would
he's
say,
there, whew,
yeah, if Pitts is there, take Pitts.
for Bijan, before we move on to the next team, for Bijan, because we're gonna go six next. For Bijan, first round, obviously he's going in the first round. What is too early for you for Bijan in the first round? Too early.
Top three.
Trying to think. I would probably say
He's like
I
middle.
won't.
He's middle. He's middle of the
If
first.
I'm at 5, I don't know
Take.
if I can. I don't know if I can get. I can't let him get past me. If I'm
I
at
wouldn't
5.
go past 5. I wouldn't let him
All
go past 5.
right. Cool. 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 All
But
right. The other
it depends on your strategy too.
correct, but yeah, it depends on the strategy and whoever else is available on the board. So last year, where I screwed up, I was between.
Isaiah Pacheco won in the first round last year for me, which is wild, but he paid dividends and pit numbers up.
I was between Bijan. I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and then I fucked up, and then I picked him because Tyreek Hill was available, and I said, nah, I want Bijan. So
You know
if
you
it's
fucked up, right?
you know you fucked up, right? You know you. Anyway, if it's between Bijan and a top 4 wide receiver in a PPR league, what would you do? Top 4 PPR wide receiver or Bijan Robinson? What would you do?
Top 4 PPR wide receiver.
Damn, for real? So that's
Yeah.
Tyreek, Justin, Amara, and CD? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, let's
Take your
move on.
fanboyism out of it. Learn.
Let, us exactly. Let's move on to the Aints. I mean, sorry, the Saints. Um, any key moves on your end?
Um.
No more Jameis in the locker room.
Yeah,
But
that sucks, man.
he had the little.
Chase
Sorry,
Young
go
to a
ahead.
1 year deal. Um. Tyrann Mathieu to a 2 year deal. Demario Davis, the tackling machine, to another 2 year deal. Outside of that, like the wide receiver core, like Cedric Wilson might be a 2. That's really it.
They drafted Talise Fuaga with their first round pick. Kamara still there. Our boy still there, running back Jamal. Jamal's a goat, bro. I love Jamal. He had a video the other day of him talking about cats. You know, I have to be a cat dad now, so I fuck with cats. And he talked about cats while he was holding Pokemon cards.
He loved Pokemon. That's why I love him, man. I love him.
Yeah, bro. I fuck with Jamal. I think. I mean, what's the over under set at?
7.5.
Man, phew. What you
We
got?
dog the AFC South or the NFC South so much, but it's scrappy down there.
Yeah, it's scrappy. It's not bad. It's scrappy, but
Yeah.
unless you're Carolina right
Like,
now,
yeah, it's like watching um what was the Copa America? It's like watching Copa America but football.
oh, that's
It's like watching
exactly right.
it's like
That is
Copa.
exactly right. That's so sad, but yeah, that's right.
Everyone hates each other in that division.
7.5. I mean, what would you do there?
Over.
Over minus 120, under. Plus 100. I take that plus 100. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, not, what about the Saints excites you? There's nothing that excites me about the
They just
Saints.
find a way to stay consistent. They find a way to be consistent. Like the Saints find the way to do that.
I
I
mean, it's
don't
still Derek Carr, right?
It's still Derek Carr.
Chris Olave, Juwan Johnson. I mean, who else they got? Kamara.
Ara. Taysom Hill, you don't know what he's gonna do
Oh
every
my God, there's no more Sean Payton, dog. Taysom Hill don't matter,
yeah,
dog.
he don't matter, but like you never know. You never know.
You said
Um,
Chase Young was a big addition. Okay.
Demario Davis, attacking machine, Tyrann Matthew. They
Yeah.
got the boy from the Jets that we had. I forgot his name already. The Florida kid, the DB. They got the other DB on the other end that loves to fight Mike Williams all the time. They got a solid defense. So
I say all that to say this. I went over on 7.5.
I did too. I went over 7.
So it's like they don't excite me, but they'll probably still win 8 or 9 games. It's just like the division they play in. I looked at all the strength of schedules because like to me that has to play into something, right? Their strength of schedule was what are they at? Where they at? 31st. They have the second easiest schedule. That's gotta count for something. So that was why I went over on them. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, fantasy purposes, Chris Olave, I think he's gonna be good. Um, what's that other running back's name that's behind Kamara as a handcuff?
Oh,
Who?
Jamal Williams.
Oh shit. I was thinking about Kendrick Miller. They
Nah,
drafted him.
he fucked up for me last
They
year.
drafted him. They acquired Jamal, but they drafted Kendra. So I was thinking maybe he could be something. Let's see. Kendra right now is RB 53 going like 157. That's a nice little last pick. Or you pick him up on waiver wire week 1 and see what happens. They'll probably give him more run than Jamal Williams,
I don't
personally.
think so. I don't think so. I don't.
Anybody from who's your guy from the Saints for fantasy?
Jawan Johnson.
Jawan?
Jawan Johnson, or if you're sleeping on defense, Saints defense, because it's always stacked every year and puts up good numbers. And then my last one, if you want to be really, really, really bullish, if you took him last year, he won you fantasy games. His brother's in the league now. Puka Nakua's brother's on the team, Samson Nakua. So
He got a brother?
got a brother.
He play receiver?
Plays receiver.
What round he got drafted?
I don't think he got drafted. I think he's.
Nah.
You never know.
Puka got drafted.
I don't
Puka
think.
got drafted.
I'm,
Brother got drafted because of his name.
just
I mean,
pay
he
attention.
got signed because of his name.
Just pay attention to him. That's my other guy. That's my other guy.
Who you said, Joanne? Who was the second person?
Juwan Johnson, Saints defense. If you sleep on defense, and then
That's
if you
what it
want to be
is.
really, really ballsy, take
If
the.
anybody mentions a defense in one of these teams that we mentioned, look at that. So we're gonna go with the defense. That's my pick. We're gonna go with the defense. Olave is like a safe choice.
But
Defense.
Olave's going round 3 or 2, man.
I know. I'm just saying Olave is a safe choice because between 1 and 3, like we said. But Saints defense, I like that. I like that. All right. Last but not least, well, kind of least, Carolina. Boy, I swear, Bryce is my dog, man. I love that kid, man. I wish nothing but the best for him. But I don't think I don't. What are we looking at with Carolina as far as like roster moves that they made?
Uh,
Because
Deontay Johnson is a big one. They signed Rashad Penny, who also is on the retired list now. Jadeveon Clowney, I feel so bad for the guy. He just can't stick with the team.
yeah.
Oh, Vic's here. Sean
Oh,
Rock.
whoa. All right, I would say my big move. What up, Vic? I'm gonna let you talk a little bit. My big move for Carolina, they hired Dave Canales as the head coach because
I don't think it's a
I
good move.
think he did well for the offense with the Bucks. He knows the division well. I think what he was able to do for Baker. Some of that should translate over to Brycey. And then like you mentioned, Deontay with what's white boy name receiver? What's his name?
Thielen.
With Thielen as an adult in the room. Yeah, there's hope. There's hope. But I mean, overall, with Carolina, I mean, what are we looking at right now?
5.5 for the win total.
And what,
Going under. I'm picking the under.
damn, man. Yeah, I went under because I got five. I got 5-12 for them, so I went under just because of that.
What say thee, Vic?
Vic, what you got with everybody? Is welcome to season 6. Vic is the soccer season over yet, Vic?
It is not. I still have a game and then playoffs. So playoffs, but yeah, I literally just got out of my car, ran upstairs, and I'm coming to you from a cave in Baghdad because you guys can't see shit right now if you're watching us on YouTube. It's very dark in here. I apologize, but not over yet. I joined a soccer league in the summer for those who don't know, and I'm going to be hit or miss on Wednesdays now, but I will be back in full force once the season's over. And now back to Carolina. This team stinks. This might be the second worst team in the NFL behind the Patriots. I don't have any faith in Alabama quarterbacks anymore, unless they have a strong offensive line, which Carolina does not. Which is a big red flag for me. I am taking the under with you guys. I have them at 4-13.
Damn. A-Rod, and then we get to you, Vic. We gotta get somebody from fantasy, somebody from Carolina. Who's your guy?
Stay the fuck away, bro.
You gotta do something. I'm gonna go Chuba Hubbard.
Mine too.
I'm gonna go Chuba Hubbard late though.
Mine too. That is mine too. Chuba Hubbard.
I am not. I am avoiding the running back position for Carolina. We've seen Carolina's receivers be successful in past years. Obviously not last year, but in past years we have seen Carolina receivers be successful even with a shitty team. If I was going to go running back for Carolina, it would not be Chuba Hubbard. It would be isn't John Brooks on that team? What's the rookie they just drafted?
Jonathan Brooks is hurt. I would say he's somebody you should stash. I would definitely stash somebody like him.
Yeah.
My only thing is that I don't know what the hell to expect from Carolina. I just know they're gonna suck. So it's like, yes, the rookie running back weeks 8 through 17, where you're trying to win. That will get you to a fantasy championship. But we need to stack up wins between week 1 and 8. It's like, who you gonna go with?
I said I stay away from running back. Period on that team. I go with the rookie wide receiver actually. On this team.
He's hurt too. He's hurt too.
He got hurt. Legit, right? It was legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his goofy Carolina accent.
But he's not hurt though. I think he's gonna be back in time for the season, right?
Fine. He's fine.
Yeah,
he's gonna be fine. But if I'm Bryce, I trust Adam old ass Thielen because I know he can catch the ball. I'm gonna look at Deontay Johnson. He's a veteran. To me, the South Carolina kid is like, you are younger than me, bro. Like, I don't know how much I can trust you, dog.
But I think it's a thing where the young guys build chemistry with each other, right? So the old heads kind of stick together. The young dudes coming in, they have, they're all on TikTok, they're hanging out, watching, whatever they watch nowadays. I don't know.
Normally, I would agree with you, Vic. Bryce Young is not a young quarterback mentally. Like him and Jalen Hurts are from those. We talk about Alabama quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's also not a good quarterback.
They are old as fuck when they got to the league mentally. Bryce Young does not act like a child. He looks like a child. He does not act like a child at all. So,
and that's his problem. I could see.
That's why Adam Thielen balled last year because, the adult in the room, he could trust him. You know what I mean? That's how I saw it at least. I'm taking legit for the upside.
I think there's a lot more upside with him, touchdown potential. Although I'm talking myself out of it. You talked me out of it. So I'm thinking now, rookie wide receivers never have like a big impact, right? Unless they're the only wide receiver. Like, who was the last rookie wide receiver that came in the league? Jamar Chase, and that really had like a big year.
Nobody last year in a passing league. I feel like somebody had to last year.
Oh,
Puka Nacua.
Oh, Puka. Yeah, okay, Puka. Okay.
Puka, yeah.
So then my theory, Puka, but there's only one. There's always only one, right? You never see like multiple.
His rookie year. Justin
Olave,
Jefferson, his rookie year.
Olave was hit or miss.
Justin Jefferson, his rookie year. Jamar Chase, his rookie year. Yeah.
But if you're looking for that type of wide receiver, that's Marvin Harrison Jr. That's Keon Coleman.
We get to the West next. West is the next one. All right?
So yeah, I don't want to take too long on this because I still got to take a shower at some point. But yeah, no, I agree. I'm with you guys. I think you have convinced me. I have gotten off my rookie high horse, and if I'm looking for 1 through 8, I'm not going Chuba Hubbard. Though. I'm going Adam Thielen. I'm going wide receiver.
He older, right? Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Long story short, probably stay away from Carolina. Probably that's your best bet. Don't even look at him. You know what to get. All right, we go. All right. So A-Rod, division winner. You got Atlanta. I got Atlanta. Vic, who's your division winner from the South?
Y'all have Atlanta. You guys. I mean, who was?
Are you crazy?
Are you guys drinking the fucking Kool-Aid?
No. Look at the team. They got your boy Matthew Judon today. I don't know if you heard.
I did not hear. Excuse me, please.
They got Matthew Judon
for what?
5 hours ago.
For what?
A handshake.
For a vacuum cleaner.
I hate the fucking Patriots, dude. I hate all these New England teams other than the Celtics. They fucking suck.
So once again, is Atlanta your division winner? Yes or no? Or are you going with the Bucks or the Saints?
No, I think the Bucks and the Saints have a proven track record of being winners. I don't believe that Kirk Cousins is the quarterback that's going to take them over the. Although I love Jake London this year, over the edge. I'm sticking with Baker Mayfield, the team that won it last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right. Before we get to the West, because you're here, we're gonna run through it real quick. Who's your division winner from the North?
Yeah. All right. I just want to say, Sammy originally took the Vikings today over in our chat. I mean, that was some Mac Jones level shit.
I thought about it. I told A-Rod I went over for a second, and then I was like, "Oh God, never mind."
Yeah, JJ McCarthy got hurt.
I was like, "Never mind."
I'm taking Green Bay Packers. Green Bay. I like Detroit. But I think Green Bay is going to be better this year. A lot better.
All right, and then in the South, you got.
I got the Bucks.
All right.
The East.
We're about to go to the West real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up with the East.
Oh shit! You guys didn't even do the East yet. Oh man.
No, we gotta go last. We gotta go last with Philly. You know what I'm saying? We know who's gonna win the East, but anyway, let's just run through the West because, the West Coast is not the best coast, but shout out to the West because Kendrick Lamar brought the West back. We got the Rams. We got the 49ers. We got the Seattle Seahawks. We got Arizona. Let's just start with the defending NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. We obviously know what's going on. We don't know what's really going on with Brandon Ayuk. Because, one day he's a Patriot, no. One day he's a Brown, no. One day he's a Steeler, no. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. They still want him to stay with San Fran. I don't know what the hell's going on. We know we got Brock Purdy. We know we got Christian McCaffrey dealing with a little injury, but he's there. Kittle was on receiver, so he's cool. I like him now more than I did before. Debo's still there. The defense is still good. Trent Williams is still there. So just off of the rip, I have the 49ers going over, just off the rip. I have them as a division winner off the rip. I'm putting that shit out there. But I'm passing the floor to you, A-Rod. Outside of all that, I don't know if you agree with them as division winner and all that, but first of all, did they make any other key acquisitions or departures?
All those 1 years they got at the trade deadline are gone. They signed Leonard Floyd. They signed Gross Matos. And that's really it. And then Ayuk is in limbo.
Vic, since you have a little bit of energy to speak, what are we supposed to make of this Ayuk situation? Because this has been publicly just out there. Like, here we go. Ayuk is talking about it. His agent is talking about it. The 49ers talking about it. There's like other teams involved. What are we supposed to do with this Ayuk situation, and how much does it affect whether or not they can repeat winning the division and getting it back to the championship game and all that, or are they fucked without him?
No, this division stinks. This might be one of the worst divisions in the NFL. Listen, guys, let's be honest here. I don't think the Rams are any better, right? I don't think they got any better. I think they're okay. I like what Arizona's doing, but I still think that they're in limbo as well. I take that back. That's probably not the worst division in football, but it's stacked with a bunch of mid teams, like 9-8 teams, right? I just don't see any other team other than the 49ers taking a grip on this. I don't think Brandon Ayuk makes that much of a difference in Kyle Shanahan's scheme. So I like the 49ers with or without Ayuk to finish first in the division easily. I would take their over, and I think that Brandon Ayuk is going to start the season as a 49er. I just think there's too much indecision there on his part and his agent's part. The Patriots were ready to pay him and make him one of the top paid wide receivers in the NFL, and he didn't want that. I don't know what he's looking for. I don't know if he's looking to go to a contender, but a contender is not going to pay him that kind of money. So, I mean, he's not a top 3 wide receiver in the league, period. But he's not going to get that money he's not going to get a contender to overpay. Which is my point. So I think he starts the season in San Francisco. I don't know where he is, but I think he starts week 1, San Francisco 49ers.
Hey, Rod, similar to what Vic says, there's been times in which you said, yeah, what's his name? What was your quarterback? Zach Wilson, he's gonna be the starter next year for the Jets. You like to just predict these things. Is Brandon Ayuk wearing a San Francisco jersey on September 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th, whatever it is? Is he wearing a San Francisco 49er jersey?
I don't know, because Jerry Rice is involved now, and he's saying shit too. So I really
What's the latest he said?
Jerry Rice said yesterday, I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, but like that was it though. Nothing crazy, right?
And nothing happened, right? Wasn't tomorrow today?
Nothing has happened.
I don't know, but I know the Commanders are like involved. I know Pittsburgh is involved. So it'll be Mike Tomlin 2.0 in Pittsburgh if he goes. I don't know, and I truly don't care. I got to worry about my shit team and them ripping my heart out of my asshole. So whatever happens with Brandon Ayuk, I hope he makes the right move for himself. I think he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. Like, if you want to get paid, you're not going to a good team, brother. Like, you're going to have to go to a team that you're going to have to get paid from because they want you there and build around you. And you're going to have to start all over again. But I also think he sees what San Francisco.
That's not always true. I mean, AJ Brown, he wanted to get paid. We got him. We got to the Super Bowl his first year.
Yeah, but you guys weren't Philly. You guys weren't Philly then.
Yeah, you were getting to the Philly type of shit then, and also
you were becoming his acquisition made you Philly.
That's fair. But do we see Brandon Ayuk as somebody who can make a team that team?
No, he's not AJ Brown.
That's the problem.
To me, he's not. I don't know, A-Rod. What do you think?
I do. I think he's good. I always said
that's crazy.
I think he's good.
Is there weed in that pen? What are you smoking?
I think he needs to be in the right situation. If it's not Sam, because we can all agree Kyle Shanahan is a fucking smart guy.
Yeah.
He may not win you a lot of Super Bowls because I don't think he's won one, but he's a smart guy. Knows how to run.
He'll get you there.
He knows how to run an offense. Do you think? Because like the over under, like again, it's set at 11.5. How much of that decision making has to do with Brandon Ayuk if you're going to go over or under? Because I still went over, no matter what happens.
7.5.
If we 11.5.
Oh, I misheard. Okay, I was like,
11.5.
Hammer that shit.
So how much I still went over regardless of the situation. But if he's not there, would that scare you from going with? Because over 11.5 is plus 105, which to me is amazing. That's amazing.
So that's 11-6. Okay.
11-6, yeah. For a team,
okay.
I'm picking them go 13-4. So
So I'm gonna start this, which I don't know if you guys have been doing this. I think we should each have 3 locks. Let's pick like 3 or 4 locks for the season.
We'll get to the locks right before the season starts. This is just breaking down NFC. We'll get there.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Kate. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, take it away. No, like.
Oh, I know. I think I already said it. I didn't even know what the over was, and I took the over.
Okay.
That's how confident I am in this team. And
with no Ayuk, at 11.5, you'll still take the over.
I don't care if Kevin from accounting's out there. I don't give a shit.
You know why I would take him still with the over? They got this guy named Jawan Jennings that I have a lot of faith in. So
Jawan Jennings is great too.
He probably made you a little bit of money during the Super Bowl if you listen to A-Rod. If you listen to A-Rod, he probably made you a little bit of money during the Super Bowl. So cool. Division winner, everybody? Or all right, cool. With that being said, let's casually talk about the rest of the teams. I would say the next best team will be the Rams. They lost their offensive coordinator. They lost their defensive coordinator. The Eagles just went through that shit and it sucked. So I think and they lost Aaron Donald. We talk about key acquisition. That was the most key acquisition for them was that loss.
Right. Tre'Davious White. That's their key acquisition.
Cool. They lost Aaron Donald. They lost the first ballot surefire Hall of Famer, whose only tough opponent is Jason Kelsey. I'm gonna just say that.
Aaron Donald retired?
Yeah.
I host a sports podcast with these 3 gentlemen, and I did not know that Aaron Donald retired. Holy shit! Dude.
Are you kidding me?
Yo, I had no idea.
Hey, Team USA soccer has been on his mind.
I know, dude. It's been the summer of soccer for me.
Aaron Donald, the one of the greatest defensive players of all time, retired a few months ago, Vic. So with that being said, he'll
be back. He'll be back.
He's not coming back. So they're over under set at 8.5. We know what they got offensively with Puka and Cooper and before we move to the Rams, A-Rod, you gotta draft him for the 49ers. Gotta draft him?
Dude, please. We all have the same one here.
No, but I look out of the first 3 rounds.
Just think about it. Christian McCaffrey has more of a chance to be a bust than what. Think about it. I mean, he has dealing with it. I know. I would say if you weigh chances, his bust potential is higher than everyone's boom potential. Because he drafted him 1 or 2 overall, right?
I'm gonna hit you with my catchphrase this season, Kay. And my catchphrase is "My brother in Christ."
That's mine too. I like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I texted my cousin that the other day. He's a Giants fan. He said, "I think we could win 9-10 games," and I texted him back, "My brother in Christ."
Yeah.
He said, "We'll see." All right, dummy.
All right, you're right. There's 3 viable options here, right, Kay? So there's George Kittle, there's Deebo Samuel, and there's Christian McCaffrey. Let me go crazy for you guys. Let's talk about a guy that isn't highly talked about. Now, obviously, those 3 guys are going to be the first off your board. But let's talk. I'll let A-Rod handle the top of the board stuff. I'm going to go lower down the board for you guys. Let's talk about a little quarterback named Brock Purdy. Okay?
What? That's actually mine. Mine.
That was both of y'all's? Is Brock? Oh
no, that's not my top from the team, but that's just a sleeper. I want you guys to think about.
We do value picks. We're not doing
value pick because anybody can say McCaffrey. I want your value pick. Like you gotta go.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Let me pull up. I just want to pull up. I want to pull up Purdy's numbers last year fantasy real quick.
Why are you doing that, A-Rod? Why is yours Brock Purdy?
Because I had Brock Purdy as a backup last year, and he was still putting up 20 points. I had Brock Purdy to Lamar Jackson.
On the bench.
Yeah, on the bench. So I'm saying that's a good value pick for a quarterback for me. Now, if Ayuk leaves, I would say target Deebo. That would be my guy then, depending on how far up he'll shoot after that.
Let me give you some numbers on Brock Purdy real quick. Okay?
That's tough. Yeah, go ahead.
And guys, for all of our people out there listening, I just want you to know, if you guys aren't on Sleeper yet, get on Sleeper. Sleeper is the best fantasy app out there. They're not sponsoring us. We're not paid to say this, but if Sleeper, if you want to sponsor us, hit me up. You guys are doing a great job over there. So
can I piggyback real quick?
Yeah.
I used to hate Sleeper, and I feel like now I'm an idiot because like I think about me 6 years ago. I'm like, you dummy. Sleeper's the best app, period, when it comes to that. But go ahead.
From week 10 on, Brock Purdy finished in the top 10 quarterbacks. Did not finish in the top 10 quarterbacks only 3 times from week 10 on. After the bye, top 10 quarterback week 10, week 11, week 13, week 14, week 15.
So between 10 and 17, yeah, 5 top 10 quarter finishes, which means he had
three, 120, one QB 14, one QB 23, and one QB 33, which was against Baltimore.
Between 1 and 10, when
he got hurt. He got hurt in the Baltimore game.
Between 1 and 10, when I need to rack up wins, how many top 10 finishes did he have when I need him?
Okay, so he finished top 20. He finished top 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 8 weeks from 1 to 8.
10. How many top 10? Because 20.
2.
If I want top 20, I'll go draft fucking Bryce Young. Come on, man. Like,
you want to know Bryce Young's numbers? Oh, let me tell you Bryce Young's numbers, bro.
I'll get Sam Darnold next year.
Sam Darnold? Let me tell you Sam Darnold's numbers.
Give me top 10. How many top 10?
Twice. But of those top 20 finishes, he was like yeah, but you want to look towards the end of the season, Kay, when he's starting to get his groove. He just became a starter that year, right? Like at the end of like last year. So he's starting to get his groove from 8 to 10. 8 to 17.
He became a starter a year and a half ago. The other season in 2022, not 2023, when it was 2022, when they were like, oh, he's hurt. Trey Lance is hurt. Oh, the other dude was hurt. We got Brock Purdy. Let's see what we can do.
I'm just saying.
Last year was his first full year starting. I don't give a flying fuck.
Do what you want with that information.
He only giving me 3 top 20 finishes or top 10 finishes over a year. Nah, mine right now, George Kittle's going tight end 7. That is a place where I'm like, all right, his ADP is like what 65. I'll probably go 58 on him. You know what I mean? Like that's more value. Brock, nah, bro. I'm good. Hey, Rob, anybody for the 49ers?
No way he's going to tight end 7. Is he really?
Yes, he is. Hey, Rod, give me your 49er draft pick. That's not Christian McCaffrey.
I told you, Brock Purdy.
Oh, you too. Both of you. Both y'all crazy. Let's go to the Rams. Puka's there. Aaron Donald's not there.
He was the number 5 tight end last year, by the way.
Yeah, but he's going tight end 7 this year. Rams over under is 8.5. I went under. I think I don't know. I don't know what to make of the Rams, to be honest with you. Now without Aaron Donald, to me they're just average. And now that there's not 16 games, you can't go 8-8. Well, fuck it, you'll go 8-9. That's how I got it. Were there any key additions, A-Rod, or subtractions outside of Aaron Donald?
Tre'Davious White.
That's right. Cool. Vic, anything with the Rams that you were interested in? Any players that you're like, you know what? I want to see what he does this year. You think Puka? All right. Do you think Puka could replicate this shit?
Yes.
A-Rod, you saying no?
Cooper Kupp will jump some.
No way. This is the year. This is the year Puka takes over Cooper.
So I'm gonna let y'all battle this one out. If I'm looking at a draft board right now, I got Puka, I got Cooper. Cooper Kupp. Did he not win triple threat or the triple crown, or was he almost win triple crown? When he had touchdowns,
receptions, yeah. I don't know.
If you got to go between those two, like this is gonna be my receiver, my wide receiver 1, or Puka. Maybe 2, whatever. You gonna go Puka, you go Cooper.
Puka.
Hey, right, you gonna go Cooper or Cooper? You gonna go Puka or Cooper? I mean, shit. You going Puka or the other kid?
Cooper Kupp, bro. I'm going Cooper Kupp.
That's a tough one, bro. I think I could probably trust Cooper Kupp still. Because Matthew Stafford is going to trust Cooper Kupp still. Last year, they needed Cooper to get his health back. and he screwed me in fantasy, and Puka helped me in my other fantasy league. So I should be partial to Puka, but I think Cooper Cup's going like 4th round right now. You want to talk about value? That's some fucking value right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
In the 4th round, that's some good ass value.
that's true. That's true. Are we? Can I talk about my fantasy pick?
Go ahead.
So my fantasy pick is not even a wide receiver from this team. His name is Kyron Williams. He was the number 7.
Offensive coordinator's gone.
I don't care. He was the number 7 running back in the league last year, only playing 10 games. 12 games. I'm sorry, 12 games.
Coordinator is gone.
Wasn't it? I mean, but if you're good, you're good, and I think he's good. In the games he started, he finished as a top 10 tight end. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, top 10 running back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the games he played. Top 10 running back.
A-Rod, was it you last year or was it somebody else? Somebody, I think somebody had a parlay that was everything was green. It was supposed to be a super fat parlay. They needed Kyron Williams to have a rushing touchdown. That was the only thing that was missing. He had 2 receiving touchdowns in the game with no rushing touchdown. Fucked up the whole parlay. I think after that, maybe that psychologically made me like, I don't know about Kyron. I know he's a good player, but to me, if my fantasy season had to, be put on the line, I know Cooper Kupp can do it. I think he was hurt last year, so to me, my go-to would be Cooper. Personally,
can I give you guys a trade that just got accepted in my fantasy league this year? It's a dynasty league. Keep in mind, it's a dynasty PPR league. Okay, Chuba Hubbard was traded for Frank Gore Jr. and a 2026 second-round pick. That's how little faith people have in Chuba Hubbard.
Damn, we're not talking about them. No. We're talking about.
I know. I just thought that was crazy. I just saw it.
Over under 8.5. We lock in what? I got under. I got him at 8 wins.
Under.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
I got him at 8 wins.
Damn it! Hold on, I gotta pull the schedule for this one.
They lost the heart and soul of the team. I got him under 8 wins.
Going under. Pause.
Damn it!
Pause.
Take a little bit longer. Let me look real quick. Oh, let me look at the schedule. Hold on. I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about the Rams as long. Savage.
All right. This is the last. I'm sorry. This is going to be really quick.
We're gonna do this shit till midnight.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take like 5 minutes to take a shower in a second. Okay. So they got Cowboys week 1. I'm sorry. That's
he's going through the whole schedule.
So we got Lions. At Lions, that's a loss.
He's going through the whole schedule.
At Cardinals, it's a win. At San Fran, loss.
He's going
Bears
through
win. Packers loss. Vegas win.
Atlanta
win.
Just pick
loss,
the fucking under.
Win.
Just pick it. Just pick the under. Just do it.
Loss,
do it. Come on, Vic. Do it.
Loss,
do it.
Win.
Do it.
Loss.
Do it.
Win.
Do it.
Was it 8.5? Win.
8.5.
I got the over. Got the over.
What are the odds on that? Ooh, let me get those odds real quick. Let me see if you making us all right. Vic, I know you're an odds man. Minus 160 is over. Plus 135 is under.
I just think I think the back end of their schedule is really soft. And they're
plus
playing
135. I'm taking the under.
They're playing the AFC East this year, which is trash. The Buffalo Bills suck. The Pats suck. The Jets are beatable. I think
the Dolphins and the Bills will beat them.
I don't think the Bills beat them.
The Jets, the Dolphins, and the Bills will all beat them.
They're playing the Bills at home. I don't think the Bills beat them.
Anyway, I'm moving on for the Rams because whatever. All right.
Well, I just want to know why you hate. I mean, I don't like the Rams, but I don't hate them that much.
I don't hate them at all. I just think they lost the second or third greatest defensive player of all time.
So what?
They also. All right. Here's always another thing that I like to pay attention to. Right. It's called this little thing called strength of schedule. Right.
Yeah.
Let's look at the Rams. They have the 6th hardest schedule in the
I never trust that shit preseason. I never trust that shit preseason.
They have the 6th hardest schedule in the
Oh.
National Football League. I am not picking the over on this team.
I cannot wait to be proved right.
Cool. A-Rod, put this on a sticky note and put it on the wall. We locking this shit in because Vic is crazy. That soccer shit got to his head. That's cool. Moving on. Seattle Seahawks. I don't know what to make of that football team. They don't. There's nowhere Pete Carroll. To me, that's the biggest offseason move. Is Pete Carroll's no longer there? I don't care. I don't give a damn what else happened. Pete Carroll is no longer there. So identity wise, A-Rod, we talk about identity crises all the fucking time. All the time. What would you say, A-Rod, is the go ahead, whatever. Go ahead. A-Rod, what would you say is the identity of the Seattle Seahawks right now? Because homeboy been there for a little bit now, so we know what Pete Carroll is gonna bring.
I mean, it's all new. It's doing something new. It's like you fire your CEO and you bring in a new CEO and you got to work by the way he wants you to work. So
who they hired?
I don't even fucking know. Who cares?
Exactly. That's the point. Who knows? I don't know what to make of that team, bro. I mean, Gino? All right, your boy. That's another one. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith.
Geno Smith ain't got I've forgiven Geno Smith.
So, all right. What is Geno going?
Mike McDonald, that's the head coach. I don't even know who Mike McDonald is, where he came from.
Yeah, he's a coordinator. I mean, all right. They're over on this at 7.5. To me, without Pete Carroll, the under is the easiest bet for me here. Plus 115 on the under. I'm taking the under because, first of all, Geno's cool. Now he has a brand new head coach. Kenneth Walker, God forbid he get hurt, but he might get hurt. Zach Charbonnet, we're talking about fantasy. Zach Charbonnet to me is one of the best handcuffs you can have. So that's my fantasy pick. I'm going under on the over under, and to me the biggest acquisition or departure is the lack of Pete Carroll. So what you got on the Seahawks?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. I think not having Pete Carroll, it's a different beat of the drum. It's like you knew what you were doing day in and day out being there. Now it's a whole new playbook and things like that. So I think the big time players are going to eat, and DK Metcalfs and and whoever the running back is.
Walker.
I don't like the Seahawks though. I don't.
Actually, Jackson Smith-Njigba was my fantasy guy. Because I kept it as well. That's my fantasy guy.
That would be mine too, because someone's got to take the torch finally to be a 2, and I think it's his year to do it. So that would be my guy for fantasy if you're looking at it.
All right, cool. Let's
Arizona. To wrap it up.
I know how you feel about Arizona. I love Marvin Harrison Jr. though. So put everything aside. I'm under. I'm probably going under. Fuck it. Who cares? Acquisitions. To me, the acquisition of the year was getting the best receiver on the draft board, Marvin Harrison. Fantasy football pick, Marvin Harrison. They got rid of Hollywood Brown, and Rondell Moore. Marvin Harrison. To me, Marvin Harrison is the guy. Is going to help this team. Kyler Murray coming off. All right, let me give you this. Kyler Murray, right? We know he's coming off of an injury, and he played a little bit last year. They want him to be a captain. He's, they don't know if he's reading the fucking tablets and shit. What we look at Baker, we look at Sam Darnold, and we look at Kyler. Just 3 different kind of people. Kyler has still got his bread on the same team that he's supposed to be on, but he still gets questioned. Whereas Baker and Sam get questioned and they're on their 5th teams. So what do you think that Kyler Murray can do with this football team?
I'm not big on Kyler. I'm really not. I don't like the roster construction. I don't like anything about it. I stay away from them. Definitely getting Marvin Harrison Jr. is a plus. That's the best thing they could have done in the offseason. But I don't know how good the O-line is. I don't know anything about it. I think the value pick here for me would be the tight end Arnold, because at the end of the year he started to eat and looked like a target. So, of course, you're going to have to get top 3 to get Marvin Harrison. He's going to go high. So
top 3 what?
Top 3 rounds, isn't he going in there?
Oh yeah. Top 3 rounds. Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta reach in there to go get him. So if you're looking at a value pick, I think the guy to take would be Arnold.
Arnold. You mean you talking about the tight end?
Yeah, the tight end, whatever his name.
McBride, Trey McBride.
McBride,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm about to say, okay, yeah, Trey McBride. Oh yeah, he's a good value pick. I don't give a damn. I'm taking Marvin Harrison first, second, third, taking him. Fuck Ohio State, but I'm taking Marvin Harrison. But yeah, I think we're all on agreement with the 49ers winning the division. Now let's run through the NFC East real quick. We'll say the Eagles for last. We'll say the Eagles for last. Let's go. Let's get through the Giants real quick. They got a new receiver. They got what you got for the
Brian
Giants?
Burns. They lost Saquon Barkley. They got Devin Singletary. They re-signed Isaiah Simmons, and Allen Robinson has a job apparently. So there's your shit.
A-Rob still got a job. All right. One thing I'll give the Giants: the defense is not going to be bad, and that's where the fucking ends. Okay. Fantasy, I'll still take Malik Neighbors. I'm going on the under. I don't have no faith in Daniel Jones. $160 million for his bum ass.
I don't care if he got a beard or what. He ain't doing it.
Hey, but Kay Adams, oh boy. She interviewed him. Kay Adams, damn, I was just leave Kay Adams out of this. But anyway, she gotta stop. Why are you talking to him? Don't talk to him. All right. Anyway, Kay Adams is talking to Daniel Jones with the beard and shit. Cool, whatever. The Giants will finish with the third best record in the NFC East. That's my bold prediction. Actually, fuck it. Give me Washington. Give me Washington over the Giants. Because they play in the Meadowlands. All these Giant fans are like, oh, Saquon Barkley gonna get hurt. We'll get to the Eagles after when we're done with the rest of these bums. But yeah. Who's your fantasy guy for the Giants?
For the Giants, I would say still Malik Neighbors. But if you're stretching for like a last minute pick, Giants defense.
I like that. Over under 6.5 wins.
Under.
I got 6-11. So yeah, fuck it. Malik Neighbors, I hope you have a good season though, because I might be getting you in some leagues. So cheerio. Washington football team, Commanders, Redskins, whatever they call it now. I don't know what they call it now. They give me the key acquisitions there.
Austin Eckler, Zach Ertz,
draft pick,
Cleveland Farrell, Dante Fowler, Frankie Lavulu, Bobby Wagner. That's your
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels is the biggest acquisition for them though.
They're my bold prediction. The Giants will have the 4th seed in the NFC East, and the Washington team, whatever they're called, will do whatever they got to do. I mean, what's the over under? Washington is 6.5. I'll take the over.
I'm gonna get 7.
I got 7 and 10. I got 7 and 10. I love what they do. I love the acquisitions that they've made. I think last year they tanked, to be honest with you. So
Vic's back.
I don't think Washington was a bad team. I think they just tried to be bad last year. So
nice one of these.
Yeah. So with Washington, all right. With the Giants, really quickly, who is your fantasy guy, and are you going over under on their 6.5?
What's their over, K? Over under?
Giants. They're over. If you go over plus 115, 6.5, under minus 130, 6.5.
All right, let me look through their schedule real quick. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Me and A-Rod went. I got to go at 6-11. So to me, Vegas is smart. 6.5 is a perfect number.
That's a great number.
I think they're going 6-11 personally.
I'm with you guys. I'm going under. They lost their best offensive weapon inside. Well, did you guys watch the fucking thing, the HBO show?
Yes.
Dude, that guy's a moron. 6-11.
I would never watch that bullshit, but anyway.
Watch it. It's funny.
No, I'm not gonna watch the Giants. Fuck them. Give me a player that you got to have fantasy-wise for the Giants.
Giants, fantasy-wise. Fuck. Malik Neighbors,
We
even though he's
both
hurt.
we both went Neighbors. I can't think of anybody else on there that I actually. Oh, and A-Rod said if that don't defense too. I will say the defense is good. I will
Defense is
say the
solid.
defense is good. So
Could they pull a Patriots this season? 2001 Patriots.
no,
Okay.
No, fuck out of
cool.
here.
All right, Washington. I have a so my bold prediction is that the Giants are going to be the worst team in the NFC East. I like the moves that the Washington team made, whatever they're called. The Washington team made. I love the Jaden Daniels pick. I am nervous about his frame. Pause, because to me he be taking licks for no reason. And SEC is one thing. The National Football League will humble you quickly. And if he's not sliding, he gonna get hit. And if he tries to start sliding and he doesn't know how to slide, he's RG3. So I'm a little concerned about that. I ain't gonna lie, but I still think the Washington football team, Commanders, whatever they're called, can have a good season. I have them winning 7 games. If I had to go anything in fantasy, I probably still go with Brian Robinson Jr. Many men wish death upon him, blood in his eyes, and he. All right, so I'm going Brian Robinson.
Oh no, hell yeah, JMK.
Brian Robinson, 7 wins. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. A-Rod, what you got with Washington?
Give him 7 wins. My fantasy pick is Scary Terry.
Ah,
like
damn you. A-Rod took
Wait.
my fantasy pick. What's the over-under at set, K? I'm sorry.
They are set at 6.5. Am I mistaken? Yeah, 6.5. Minus 125 over, plus 105 under.
Another great pick by Vegas. And here's why, right? I know you guys already went over key acquisitions, but this is a defense that finished 32nd in the league last year, allowing 518 points. Yes, their offense got significantly better getting Jaden Daniels. I think he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks out of this draft, if not the best. But I don't think that defense got any better on the offseason. So give me this is tough. This is a hard one because I think this is a Giant situation. I think they're 6-11. I'm going to take the under.
You know what I like about the Washington Commanders?
Please.
They have the 25th ranked strength of schedule, which means they have the 7th or 8th, whatever, easiest schedule in the league. They'll be just fine.
Okay.
They'll be just fine. So that's what helped me go with the over. I look at younger quarterbacks like CJ Stroud last year, whatever you want to consider Jordan Love. That was his first full year starting.
Damn.
If you have a decent team around a young quarterback, that's why we talked about Chicago earlier with Caleb. You got a good team around them. They will figure that shit out. So to me, I look at Washington with that the way the schedule is going to shape up. I think the best bet would be to go over. I like Brian Robinson because we talk about A-Rod. We talk about tight ends and running backs for a rookie quarterback. That's gonna be your meat and potatoes basically. So
okay, can you guys name one defensive player on that team?
On the Washington football team?
Yeah, without looking it
up. Shit. They no longer have Chase Young. They no longer have Sweat. They have Payne.
Payne.
Not his bum ass.
Deron Payne.
Deron Payne. My apologies.
Deron Payne. So yeah.
Okay, I don't know who that is. So I don't know anybody on this defense. So therefore, I'm going under.
25th.
Allen too. They have what's his name? The guy from Alabama, Allen, the other defensive end.
Haktua.
He's a tackle.
Jonathan Allen.
Allen.
Dog. He's a dog.
Okay, that's one.
And Deron Payne is a dog too.
I don't know who Deron Payne is.
They got Bobby Wagner.
And they got Wagner.
Oh, they do got Bobby Wagner. Okay.
Look it up.
How old is Bobby Wagner
Rivera. And they got Ron Rivera. And they got Magic Johnson just kind of no.
Yeah, listen to me. I love my cousin more than anything. Okay, but I'm telling you, he ain't gonna hit me over.
The Dallas Cowgirls.
Come on, dude. They're the Cowboys, and you know it.
The Dallas Cowgirls don't know what the hell to do with CeeDee Lamb, A-Rod. They don't know what they're doing with their running backs because who's the running back one? Is it Zeke old ass? Is it Dowdy? Is it I don't know who the fuck it is. There is Dak Prescott don't got his bread yet. Jerry Jones is sitting in the motherfucking press conference like, I have no urgency. I'm just having a good time, you know. But they gonna find a way to still win 10, 11 games. That's how I see it. What you got, Aaron, for key roster moves? I know I mentioned Zeke, but any other key roster moves?
That's it. Just Zeke.
Michael Gallup retired,
Well, what about
and
Stephen Gilmore?
And CeeDee Lamb still don't got a contract, so they'll get it done. But they ain't winning the NFC East. I think they still win 10 games, maybe even 11. I give them 11 wins. How about that? What do they set at, A-Rod?
Dallas is at 9.5.
Yeah, I give them the over on that.
I'll give them 10.
Minus 150. I'll take the over on that because they're not going 9-8. If they go 9-8, yeah, Mike McCarthy might not make it past week 14 if that's what his head if it's trending in that direction. So they'll definitely go over. I got 11 wins for them. If I'm going fantasy, give me Dowdy. No, give me Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson gonna eat. He gonna eat.
Mine too.
What you got, Vic?
I got the over. I think they win the division. Give me Dak.
Wow.
Give me Dak Prescott.
Wow. All right. You just disrespected me, so let's talk about it. What is your issue with the Eagles, bro? Come on, go ahead. Why are we not winning the division?
Okay, so the just to go back to the Cowboys, they finished first in offense last year in total points and fifth on defense in total points allowed. That was a better team than their schedule showed and their record showed last year. I think they're going to be even better this year. I think the Eagles are a good team. I just think that I think the Eagles have the better coach. I just think that the Cowboys are going to play better this year. Sorry.
How? With what? With whom?
With the same team they had last year. They didn't lose anybody. They didn't lose anybody.
Cool.
They lost Stephon Gilmore, and that's it.
Hey, Rob, how many wins you got the Cowboys getting?
10.
Vic, what you got?
I got the over, so I'm taking 11 or 12.
And all right, cool. Hey, Rod, were there any other acquisitions or departures
for them? No, nothing.
Nothing, right? So they go do the same shit over and over with even more disgruntled players, and Jerry Jones getting older, smoking his little pipe. Nah, Mike McCarthy's lazy ass. I'll take the over, but they ain't doing shit. Fantasy wise, Vic, A-Rod, what do you do with CeeDee Lamb if your draft is tomorrow and he still hasn't been signed yet?
Pray.
Take him. I take him no matter what.
Pray.
All right. You got the 6th pick. He's still there. You taking him?
Pray.
6th pick.
I got to see who's on the board.
If he's still there, are you taking him?
I got to see who's on the board.
6.
Oh, fuck. You know what? I take that back. I don't have the Cowboys winning the division anymore.
Oh, thank you. But, Vic, how late is too late for CD or how early is too early for CD?
He's not a first rounder to me this year.
He has to be, though.
But then I'm not taking him.
Wow.
If I can't get him in the second round wrap, I'm not taking him.
But you'll take him on the second round, come around.
If he comes in the second round, I'm going to take him. Yes.
Hey, Rob, you take him in the first?
With the Twitter beef between him and Jerry Jones, no.
Damn, I'm still taking him in the first.
There's too many good wide receivers to in the first round that you can take better than him. I'm on Ron St. Brown. I'm taking over him. Even though Justin Jefferson doesn't have a quarterback, I'm still taking him over him. I'm probably taking Jamar Chase over him. I'm probably, name another other wide receiver. AJ Brown even maybe over him. Tyreek Hill over him. That's 5 wide receivers already over him.
Devontae
I'm just saying this is just off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more. But there's just those are the guys that I would take over. Puka Nacua over him.
What?
Yes, Puka Nacua over him.
Oh my God, it's drugs. It's drugs.
And that's so I got 6 right now. This is a 10-team league, right?
All right, let's not run through the fucking rosters.
I know. Listen,
it's gonna be
long
midnight.
story short,
I want to finish this up.
Long story short, we're gonna wrap it up with the Philadelphia fucking Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I watched us play the preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens. We're winning this. We're getting to the Super Bowl this year. I called it right now. Will Shipley, steal. Keon Mitchell, dog. Johnny Wilson can block and can catch, and he's 6'7". Jalen Hurts, we didn't see him yet in preseason, but I've been A-Rod loves to watch the beat writers and pay attention. Jalen Hurts has not been running the football, has not been getting that much out the pocket. He's been fucking in the pocket, throwing that bitch from the pocket. Devontae Smith is cooking the Patriots quarterbacks during this week, during joint practice.
Cooking. I mean, that's not much.
Cooking. He's been cooking every week. They say Devontae Smith is cooking every week.
It's the worst team in the NFL. Good job.
We got A.J. Brown cooking, Devontae Smith cooking, and then Giant fans want to talk about Saquon Barkley. I just want to say something to y'all Giants fans. We have an offensive line. We also don't play in the Meadowlands where the fucking turf is don't break your damn ankles or tear your hamstring off, or you only play 4 plays like Aaron Rodgers, and that's your Achilles. He got an offensive line, better quality field to run behind, and he motivated. And because y'all was talking all that shit, for Eagles, we're winning the division. Eagles, I'm taking it over. Player, give me Devontae Smith because somebody gonna sleep on him. He gonna be there for you in the 3rd or 4th round. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver every fucking year.
Yep.
He's to be a number 2 receiver. Like we saw him as a number 1 with us. For him to be the number 2 receiver, getting the second best cornerback every night of his fucking career of his life right now, that's the guy.
This man won the Heisman. He won the Heisman as a wide receiver, guys.
The dude won the Heisman, bro. So that's the guy. Saquon, if you got him, if you first round pick and you 10, 11, 12, take him. If you a second round pick, 14, 15, 16, take him. I'm telling you right now, depending on your strategy, of course. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, fuck it, take him. Fuck it. Come on. So
no chance he's there at 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
He will be there.
That's crazy.
He will be there.
Crazy.
If he's there, take him. You're welcome. Hey Rod, can you talk about my team real quick while I enjoy the rest of my beverage here?
A tasty beverage.
Was that water?
It is now. Liquid Death. Shout out to Liquid Death.
Hey, Liquid Death, if you want to sponsor us, we love your product.
Your sparkling water, artesian sparkling water, is fantastic. So,
I mean, another masterclass by Howie Roseman. Went and got Steve Gardner Johnson.
I did not realize they beefed up the defense like that. I mean, look at. I'm sorry, Rod.
Devin White, baby. Oh yeah, A-Rod, talk about the key additions and shit. Yeah, go ahead, A-Rod. You got that shit.
C.J. Gardner Johnson, Devin White, Zach Bond, Bryce Huff, which is looking like a shit show for me with that.
Brandon Graham.
Mekhi Becton, you got on the offensive tackle to gamble on, which I think it'll pay off for you because we gave up on him. C.J. Azuma, Saquon Barkley is the big one. So
drafted Kean Mitchell, drafted Cooper DeJean.
That white boy's gonna get burnt.
Mekhi Becton, the tackle from the Jets, right?
Yeah, Mekhi Becton.
Yeah,
I like Oran Burks from.
He's playing guard, right guard.
Yeah. But Oran Burks from San Francisco. He was the 114th ranked free agent on PFF, but still a great addition for a defense that struggled last year. This was their Achilles heel, their defense. They're one of the best offenses in the NFL, scoring the 7th most points, 30th in defense, allowing 428 points. So this is a huge upgrade for the Philadelphia Eagles this season.
long story short, we win in the division. Pick us up for anybody you want for fantasy. My bold prediction, I ain't got none. I'm telling you right now, we win the motherfucking division. And we go into this fucking Super Bowl, okay? We might win the whole shit. We might win the whole shit. Hey, Rob, bold prediction, your win total, and your fantasy player.
Eagles win the division. Saquon returns to regular Saquon form, but better and healthy. My fantasy pick is take the kicker because all these players are going to go higher. Jake Elliott's pretty solid.
Take the kicker.
That's the best value pick for me. You got to get one Eagles player.
That's the pick.
Unless you're looking at it the right way and where you're falling, take the kicker.
Okay.
Victor.
All right, guys. My bold prediction is Jalen Hurts starts dating Angel Reese. I have the over, obviously, and I switched my pick from the Cowboys earlier to have the Phil. I did not realize they beefed up that defense like that. That is on some crazy shit. This is some Man City shit right here. This needs to be investigated by the NFL. How the fuck he's signing all these players? Incredible offseason by Howard Roseman. There's nobody better in the business. Give me the Eagles to win the division.
Thank you. All right, we all picked the Eagles to win the division. My last question. What would be the reason why we don't win the division? A-Rod. 1 word, 2 words, whatever. Just this would be the reason.
There's only one word, A-Rod. Say it.
Jalen Hurts gets hurt, or the offensive line or the offensive coach just sucks like the last year's guy does.
No. Injuries. That's it.
Injuries, that's it. To me, the lack of camaraderie will fuck it all up. As long as everybody's on the same accord, I think we'll be fine.
So you're thinking Karl Malone Lakers situation.
I'm not going that far back, but as long as we here, we good. So yeah, Philadelphia Eagles winning the NFC Championship. Anyway, we'll save the rest of that conversation for our season preview. We got the NFC out of the way today. It was a long episode, so let's fuck the naysayers. Hey, Rob, what can they find us at?
Jesus Christ, that's a long ass episode.
I don't get my USMNT plug.
Go ahead.
Okay, go for it, Vic.
So, guys, as we all know, the United States men's national team is looking for a head coach. In September, we have 2 friendlies coming up against New Zealand and Canada. So it looks like we're going to be going with an interim head coach here. Unfortunately, his name is Mikey Varas. He coached the U20 team over the summer, leading them to a U20 World Cup berth, which is good for our youth program. We are currently looking at Mauricio Pochettino, who would make my dick go like this if we got him. Thierry Henry's also apparently it's actual size, and we're also looking at Thierry Henry and Hervé Renard. I think of those 3, my only option is Mauricio Pochettino and Pep Guardiola if he gets kicked out of Man City. Thank you.
Also, I'll let you have this, and then Aaron will tell you we can be fine because we did talk about our favorite moments from the Olympics. Vic, what were your favorite moments from the Olympics, real quick? Run it
down. Number 1 has to be Steph Curry's shot. Finally being able to cheer for Steph Curry was amazing.
That was fun.
That was awesome. That was amazing. I did not like Steve Kerr as head coach. I think he's a cocksucker. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay,
and I think,
sorry, I'm cutting you off. Jason Tatum, that situation.
He'll never play for Team USA again. Kerr ruined it.
Are you depressed about it?
Kerr ruined it.
Okay, continue your the rest of your shit.
All right, and then next, I have 3. So Turkish shooter, he's on there. Guy was an absolute hoss. And then number 3,
over.
Yeah, and number 3 has to be Raygun. Raygun, an incredible breakdancer from Australia. Just absolutely, I've never seen anybody do so poorly in an event that they're like, you know what, we don't need this event in the Olympics.
We don't need this anymore in 2028.
Yeah. So yeah, Raygun.
Okay, Rod, where can they find us at?
You can find us on Twitter at fair_weather pod. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Search the Fair Weather Podcast, and wherever you subscribe or listen to podcast audio, you can catch us there. Search the Fair Weather Podcast.
Vic, you take it away, bro. You got the words of wisdom for us today.
Words of wisdom. Love everybody. Love everyone, guys. Love and peace.
I like it. I like it. After all the shit he says, he leaves it with this beautiful message. Everybody, peace. Next week we got AFC for you. We'll be more cognizant of your time next week. We promise.
Hey, and don't forget to watch Angel Reese layup highlights.
All right. And with that being said, salute.